Good evening, people. How are you today? We're gonna have a quick live again today. This week gonna just an hour, and we have a topic today. Is loyalty. And we have no viewers yet. Oops. Sure, my connection is okay. People that is coming yet. Waiting for them to come. What is loyalty to you? You know how to do this. Come to the one viewer in there. Hello, make a love shout out, whoever you are. Please make a comment so that they can know who you are. Like, oops, gone. Hello, Kuya Brett. I'll pin this StreamYard. Hello, Steve. Make a love shout out to you. How are you today, Steve? Kuya Brett, how are you today? Hey, Brett from Steve. We got 2 million people in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Jeff. Hi. How are you today, Jeff? Hello, Leon. How are you, Leon? All right, we get 7 million in the house. Kuya Brett, I pinned the StreamYard. If you want to join, we can have a shout out to the 7 million viewers in there. Now there are 6, and we have a topic as well. I'm okay. Good to know that you're okay, Leon. I haven't seen you around in Atanet's stream. I was there in the morning in my time, and also in the afternoon in my time. I was there. So rustic.
Hi.
Oh yeah. Hello.
What's
How are
up?
you?
I
What's
just
up?
woke
How are
up.
you?
Good. How are you? It's been a
It's
while.
your routine. I am part of your morning, right?
Yeah,
Hello, thank you for joining. Make a love shout out to
I
you.
I'm getting over from being sick, and so one person got tested positive for the vid, and then but I didn't test positive. I still got sick, so I'm doing better
Oh,
now, slowly. So, how are you?
I'm good. How's your father? How's your father?
He's at the doctor now, and he's supposed to have surgery on Monday if everything goes well today.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Kuya,
Hey, it's Brett.
why you got Berberoka name?
What that means, right?
Berberoka.
You know what that
Miss
means, right?
Nadat. Why is it
It's
Beroka?
the people from Apa, I don't know how to say it right, Apa, Abra, and Ilocos Norte believe in and fear a swamp creature called Berberoka. It lures victims by sucking
Okay.
out the water of a pond till the fish lay dead on the ground. When come to pick up the fish, the
Yeah.
Berberoka releases all the water and eats them as they struggle to
Yeah,
stay afloat.
Wait, is
yeah,
that
I
a book
heard
you're
that. Why
reading?
is that a name?
Yeah, it's a mythical creature. I just read what it does.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's one of the like
Okay.
half a dozen or something mythical creatures they have in the Philippines.
I have
Mhm.
been backing
It's
off
weird.
of
They got a
going
bunch
on
of them.
any finals at the moment. Why,
Like the
Leon?
White
What
Lady,
happened? You okay, Leon? Hi, Miss Nanette.
Bunisness is one of them. The Sigbin, the Dewada. Aswang.
That is Filipino mythical creatures. Do you believe
Yep.
in there?
The Walk Walk is one of them.
Wow. Yes. And now you got the Berberoka. How many mythical creatures you want to name?
Yeah.
It's
I
quite
didn't know you started to
funny.
stream. I was like, wow, she started to stream. I just like went back to my home page or looked at my notification. I'm like, wow, Timmy started to stream. Because I was so happy Gong Gong's chatting up, like messing with her.
Yeah, you were at Happy Gong Gong. Then I said, I go your bread is in there. I
Yep,
was
and
first.
I introduced Timmy to Happy Gong Gong. Yeah. Happy Gong Gong's
Yeah.
a really good lady. Yeah.
Well, we have the same language. Happy Gong Gong and I has the same language. She
Well,
was
what's that?
fine. It's
Speaking?
Ilongga.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You guys can
Yeah.
communicate through your mouth.
That's why I talk to her sometimes in our own
Yeah.
dialect. And
Yeah.
we have the topic, Kuya. What is loyalty to you?
What is loyalty to me? Loyal means like being there for someone when you need them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Being there no matter what.
Yeah. But sometimes some people are too loyal. I've been when I was younger, like when I was in high school and junior high, I've been too loyal to people, and then you get burned, and then
Yeah,
you got to cut them. Because like I had a friend that every time he called me, he wanted to do something with me. When I called him, he'd always make excuses. So I was like, after a while, after like a few times, I'm like, I'm not going to hang out with you anymore. Because when you have free time, you want to do something with me. When I have free time, you didn't want to do anything with me. I could see once in a
Oh,
while maybe he has something to do, but as he made an excuse every time, I'm like, I'm done. After like 4 or 5 times, it's like messing with the person. I was like, I'm done. You know?
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Charlie,
Like Gabby
we all
Babby. But
feel
the
the
thing is,
same thing sometimes.
I know
Nothing
that.
is
The thing
wrong.
about it too, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sir Leon said nothing is wrong. It's just how he feels it. It's just
Hmm.
how I feel. Yes. You don't feel
Yeah, but
like
the one
going up
thing
in McDonald's.
about it too is if someone's just like kind of on the same topic, not like being low, kind of like
Let's see
being
if
low,
we
I
have
guess. But
coffee.
if a
Mhm.
friend if a friend
Mhm.
goes, well, I have free time, I want to do something with you.
Yep.
That's not a real friend. A friend should make time to hang out with you, not when he has time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
making time would be like
Like
planning
because I want.
something
Mm-hmm.
and then go do something.
How
Like if I had a friend
yeah.
that goes oh, I want to do something, or if I call up and go, I'm available to do something tomorrow,
Yep.
or go, I want to spend time with you, and he goes, well, I'm available. If I call like my brother up or someone like a friend, and they go, I go, are you available to hang out? And then he goes, well, I'm available on this day. We can make a whole day to hang out or whatever, or like a few hours to hang out. I go, okay. And, if he goes, well, I'm from free today, I have nothing to do, so I want to hang out with you. I'm like, well, do you really want to hang out with me just because you have nothing to do and you're bored? Do you really want to hang out with me? You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
get what I mean? You know what I mean? A friend makes time to hang out with you, not because he has free time. Because free
Mm-hmm.
time usually means he has nothing else to do, he has no prior commitments, and he's bored a lot of the
Well,
time.
I think if the person is your friend, you need to find time, no matter how
Yeah,
busy you
find
are.
time.
If
That's what I mean. Make time. Find time to hang out. If they're a true friend of yours, you'll make time. Schedule a day, or that same
yep.
day even. You can go. You can come over for dinner, and we'll hang out and watch a movie, and or watch the basketball game or whatever it could be, or a television show
Yep.
together, or we'll go out in the backyard and have a fire and hang out and listen to
Mm-hmm.
music or something. It could be like in the summer, whatever it is,
Yep. Yep.
or just have a
What
good
about you, Jeff?
conversation.
What is loyalty to you? Hello, CC Timmy. Good evening. Hello, Ate
Hey,
Debs.
Deborah, Steven,
Jeff is
Steve.
talking on with something. Yeah, Steve is
I'll
there.
be back.
Steve.
I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Okay, Jeff. What
yeah,
about you, Steve? What is loyalty to you?
mm-hmm,
Maybe Steve is
yeah,
just woke up as well.
mm-hmm, yeah. I'm always happy to be on your panel. Says Timmy, you're awesome. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love my sister Timmy so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Kuya.
I'm kind of thankful to have you. Yeah. We've gotten a good friendship in like the last few weeks. And I'm so grateful. I'm serious. I love
Thank you.
Timmy's always going to be one of my sisters. And I hope I'm always her brother.
You always, Kuya.
Yeah.
Lady Marty, hello everyone. Big love
Hey,
shout
sis
out to you,
Marty.
Lady Marty.
Hello.
Thank you for
You're supposed to say
joining.
hello. Like Medea. Have you ever seen any of those movies? She said it's Tyler Perry plays like an older like black lady that wears glasses and has saggy boobs, and he always says hello. If you
Hello.
heard hello, if you ever seen Medea, like Medea goes to jail, and it's like a comedy movie, and it's funny because just the way he talks, and he just like makes jokes and cracks on people as the old lady. It's Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry has his own studio too. He makes his own movies. He's like a probably worth on a couple $100 million or something. I don't even know.
What is your favorite movie, Kuya?
You probably never seen it because I was a little kid and I'm older than you. It was Wayne's World.
I don't know.
Wayne's World with Mike
Co-host
Myers, Dana Carvey.
States Jeff.
Um, there's just some famous bands in it too because the movie's about music and famous bands like Aerosmith was in it. Rob Lowe's in it. Tia Carrere. Chris Farley made an appearance in the movie. He was the. I'm pretty sure it was that one. He was the security guard in it. And Chris
Mm-hmm.
Farley went on to big fame, but he died when he was like 30. I think he was 32 years old. Died of drug overdose. Sad. Chris Farley was one of the funniest men ever to be on the planet. You just gotta watch. If you just watch Mike Myers and Dana Carvey are hilarious too, but Chris Farley was in like Tommy Boy, Black Sheep. He was a member on a cast member on Saturday Night Live with Dana Carvey and Mike Myers for a while, and then Chris Farley. If you want to see, you can just type in Chris Farley on YouTube, like Chris Farley SNL on YouTube, and it'll show him. You can also do Mike Myers and Dana Carvey on there too. They're both hilarious. They played characters that were. Wayne's World was about rock and roll. I'm big into rock and roll, but it's about how it started was Mike Myers hosted a public access show in Canada when they used to have public access channels on TV, and then he played a character called Wayne, which is really into heavy metal. He hosted a half an hour show in his mom's basement of her house,
The
and he
SNL.
wore a black hat and long hair,
Hello,
and
si
then
Tony.
yeah,
Guapa,
so it was
hello,
based off a
Chico.
character
Hello,
he
Chico.
started.
Hello, Armani. How are you, Armani?
Hey, Armani. Hi, Tony. Yep, Yanks. But
I
then,
saw Armani's post. What happened to you, Armani? You okay?
and then like Wayne's World, how they got Garth in there is on Saturday Night Live. They added Garth to the Wayne's
This
World show
one.
they would
I was
do.
gonna say you're talking about
Is
Wayne's
that
World, huh?
Yeah, Wayne's World's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
this one?
It is, and then it
This
is.
one,
This is about
Kuya?
music because they used to do a public access show where they talk about music and women and
Oh.
stuff. It's pretty
How
funny.
are
And
you,
then,
Armani?
yeah, and then
I
like
pinned
Dana
the screen
Carvey
here,
and Mike
Armani.
Myers are
If you
funny on
want to
their own.
join.
Like Dana Carvey
Oh, the
Yeah.
S.
too. Same with Mike Myers. He
Vintage.
used to do skits like the church lady, Dana Carvey.
Oh yeah, the church or the
and
lunch
then he would,
lady.
yeah, and then he would, and then like Mike Myers did like the Scottish soccer hooligan weekly. It's like
Yeah.
skins there live, and he did that one lady that was I can't remember her name. The lady I'm so verklempt and then he would go nuts when he'd see like Barbara Streisand. So the lady would
Yeah.
like a lady.
Oh, I wanted to
Put her
say,
on skits.
yeah. Uh-huh. First of all, I just want to say a couple things. I forgot to say earlier is hi to everybody. I forgot to say hi to Steve and Lady Marty and just Deborah. A whole lot of people. Hi everybody.
Yank
But
is
anyways,
here.
if you haven't noticed, a lot of my videos, catching videos, we'll say, are not there anymore. It's just the way It's just the way this platform is going.
You uploaded the video. I think it was yesterday, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. Can I finish? I was trying to explain. So my catch videos are not going to be there anymore. The people that we bust, the arrest videos, the predators, they're all taken down except for anyways, because of this platform does not want it on their platform, so that's fine. So I went ahead and talked about that yesterday, yeah, on my live. So
Yeah,
we're
you
going to be
also did a
uploading
short stream yesterday,
new
35 minutes.
stuff. Yeah, we'll be uploading new stuff. It just probably won't be that. That's all going to go to Rumble and Twitter because they just don't want it on this platform. There will be some stuff we'll be uploading, obviously, that has to do with that, but most of it will just be other stuff from. But
You know
anyways,
what
long
though?
story
Probably
short.
the other, like the other platforms are going around like, because I know, like people are complaining about like game streamers. I know are complaining about, oh, I can't play copyrighted music on YouTube, so they went to Twitch and they started playing copyrighted
Mhm.
music. But then a lot of the bands, like last year and a half ago, started getting copyright on Twitch too, because they started getting strict with copyright also.
No, well, this has nothing to do with
No,
copyright.
but you know what I mean though. Like
Yeah.
other
Copyrighted
platforms will
music,
get
they need
strict to
to
that too,
play.
probably because they follow what YouTube does a lot, or Facebook
Yeah.
or what Facebook does, because Facebook has a lot of influence too. They follow what Facebook does. If Facebook doesn't want
Hmm.
something, it's like for example, you can't stream a sporting event on Facebook either. You get it taken down, just like you would on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do a live sporting event, you get it
Every
taken.
time, every time I go live on Facebook, I play the
And
music
on
and
someone who
it gets blocked every
tried to do
time.
like a soccer game or something, and it
Yeah.
down
It's blocked. And you know
while
what?
he was
One of my
in the middle of the
friends,
stream.
Kuya Brett,
Yeah.
one of my friends, she get banned on YouTube because she played the stream of the game last day.
Uh,
The thing you stream the game, she also stream, but she used the video on the TV. Then she got strike.
Yeah, you can't do it on the TV. Yeah, I don't think because
She cannot,
you can stream
she
games
cannot
all
go
you want.
live for 90 days.
Hmm.
Yeah, 90 days she cannot
Yeah.
go. She cannot make live for 90
The see
days.
one thing though about the game, so that's why you see people streaming like Grand Theft Auto and like Fallout 4, and they can't or
Mm.
Fallout 3 or 4, but they can't play the music because the music copyright like in Grand Theft Auto when you're driving around on your in your car, it plays like music. So you like when you're driving around in your car, you have to mute the music or you get a copyright because it's playing copyrighted bands. Just like on
Seriously.
Fallout, it has copyrighted music that plays while you're roaming around, and you can't have that play or you get it. So I know people that have streamed like those games, they have to mute the music out of it.
I think
Or
it's
put their own
stupid
music.
because the bands are getting promoted that way. I mean, I get
Yeah,
the whatevers, I get the other side of the coin. I understand that. I'm
yeah.
just saying, there's no use really fighting that today because it's just gonna it's all going digital anyways.
Cause you a
You
headache.
might as well just take it as more publicity. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah,
And you know,
but
a
some
lot of
bands don't
my
really care about their
yeah, a
thing. You
lot
know,
of
you
my
can get
live
any.
stream, a lot of my live stream that has singing, it's all copyrighted.
Hmm.
I just share the revenue because there is an option, a revenue sharing. Then I just share the revenue, and then some of the music is cannot be shared because it was the owner of the music company want to take it all. Then it has
Yeah,
eligible for me, but still has an ads. But you are the one who take the credit. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Most of them will
but
do
I
the
did not
share.
share.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the stuff I've uploaded, I share the revenue with. But that the birthday stream I did, some some bands or whatever that was in there would not even offer the share, so I
Yeah,
just left
some
it
of them
like
I
don't.
it is.
want they want to take all the revenue. Then I let it.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
it.
Me too.
I make fun. Then you take it all yours. It
Yeah.
cannot. Yeah.
Here's one thing about it too. I have a friend. You know, I've known him for like probably about I don't know 5 years or something on YouTube, something like that, 4.5 5 years, and he was streaming from his 360. He was streaming Rock Band 3, and then he has the
Oh yeah.
Who's
it's an
that
older
one?
game, but he has a really cool like pro drums, like the nicer like 230 $50 drum set and nicer electronic drums. Well, he was playing it, and right after he finished his Soundgarden song. He knew it right away. He goes, Soundgarden got me blocked because he was right after he got him playing. I told him to play. Did you got any grunge? And he goes, yeah, I'll play some grunge for you. So he played a Soundgarden song. Right after he got done playing the song, his stream was blocked.
Jeez.
So Soundgarden got him
Yeah.
blocked, and some other bands. He goes, AC/DC will. So
Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Led Zeppelin's not on any of the rock bands or Guitar Heroes because they just don't want to be on any of those games. That's my favorite band, and they're highly guarded with their songs. Like even like Jimmy Page is the one that deals with most of their music now, and he won't give the rights to a lot of the music. He only gave the rights for one band to play "Stairway to Heaven," and that was the band Heart.
Yep, but they did a good job on.
Yeah, they do a really good job at it.
That I used to sing before, it's the Modern Talking. The Modern Talking band, they don't share the revenue.
Mm-hmm.
They take
like Led Zeppelin gets you blocked if you're trying to do a reaction video. Gets you blocked right now.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lady that tried to do a Led Zeppelin video, was blocked the first attempt. But what you have to do is, like if you're doing the video, you're showing on your screen down here, like the actual video of the bands. You have to play like
I almost
so much of
got
it,
my
stop it, react to that part of the song, and start it again, react again. So you got to do it at least a couple times to not get it blocked. And then because that's how reaction channels do it now. If you noticed, they can't react to. They can't listen to the song and then react at the end. They got to react in like parts of it.
Hey, Steven.
Or most of them get copyright and taken down, or their streams get blocked.
What happened to your channel, Steven? Why? When was that?
I know people got their
channel banned because of a young immature brat. Yeah. He said he almost got his channel.
That's probably because somebody probably reported him or something.
Well, there's been a lot of CP bombing and porn bombing and all that stuff going on in panels. I don't know if maybe somebody come up and do something stupid or
a reason to just because they don't like something you said, even though you didn't do anything to it.
Who knows? Who knows?
Or don't like your channel. They'll actually
just talk of Star Wars.
You. But then YouTube investigates it and they go, well, if they don't find anything wrong, then we're gonna keep your channel. Because I know some guy has been reported twice. Mike G's vlogs been reported by somebody twice. He's pretty sure he knows who it is. Some guy that been trolling him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's been reported twice in the last like 3 or 4 months. Mike G vlogs had it. And the first time they said YouTube goes, we don't find what because the guy reported him for like, you know how you can how you report a channel, it gives you options like sexual harassment, bullying, blah 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 blah. It gives you all the examples. When he put pornography and something else is the reason, and then
my god,
YouTube found out that he did none of that. And he knew he did none of that. And Mike G did, but the same person reported him twice. I'm pretty sure.
For the review.
Mike thinks too.
For the review. Hi, Steven.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
hi.
What happened?
What happened to your channel?
Nothing happened to my channel. I almost got a young kid tried to pull a trick. He's somebody that's well known on the channel. He changes his name every so often. I mean, every day because everybody's.
Buyang is on the chat. Buyang is on the chat, Stephen. Hello, Buyang.
Yeah, and you know, I understand the point is, but if somebody blocks you from your channel, YouTube should automatically remove that person from their list, and can't come back in the YouTube with names and all this stuff. Once you block and remove or ban from YouTube, you should be banned from YouTube. But you know, it's getting kind of crazy because trying to take somebody else's name when they're on YouTube and try to act like an immature brat, the law will get involved, and you don't want that. And I'm already talked to because I know where he lives. He lives in California, and I'm already reporting him to the police department and the sheriff, and a lot of people are. And if you're going to steal other people's addresses and put them online, that's illegal.
Yeah.
And they're doxing he's doxing. He has his little crowd that he's with but they're gonna get busted. And Jeff knows what I'm talking about because there's people today they're trying to their way to try what they call identity theft or
Yeah.
they're trying to.
Wait, Steven, do I know who this person is? Is this somebody that I know or we know or
Yeah, is that somebody we know?
in the private chat if you want to put some of the main names that this person
Yeah,
uses?
yeah.
That way we can, have an idea, and I might even know who you're talking about. I don't know. There's so many different trolls in different communities. It's kind of hard to keep up with them all, but
Yeah, maybe somebody we know.
oh,
Oh,
okay. I would have never known. Would have never known that
I,
one. Thanks for letting me know.
I get.
I might
Well,
know him
yeah,
too.
I am there.
No,
Wow.
don't know him. Don't know
His
him.
channel got he changed his name, went back to his channel, then he changed his name to this one right here now.
Oh, what the heck?
I've seen that one too. Oh boy. Yeah, I
Oh,
never would
boy,
have
yeah.
known.
And then he comes with different names. He'll create another name, and then he
Hmm.
comes in and he gets blocked by that name. He's harassing somebody else that he knows his times that he comes on, and he harasses him. And he comes on my channel, but he knows. Now there is a guy that comes on called what they call truth something.
Hello, Munis.
All
Big
he
love shout
does
out to you,
is
Munis.
he trolls and pranks. That's all he does.
Wait. Are you talking about Truth Seeker?
Truth finds something like that or something like that.
Truth, because I know there's actually a good channel. That's why I was curious. There's
Let's
Truth
find her.
Seeker or something.
Esther, give me that. Esther, give me the link of
But
that Trust Finder
all he
bookmark,
does
but I
is
haven't saved it.
he's not
Hello,
bad.
Mom Yads. Big
He
love
just
shout
does
out, Mom Yads.
he
I
does
had to add
trolls and
another
pranks. That's
amazing
all he
person.
does.
Thank you for the thumbs up. I guess you now host him. Yeah, you did, Munis. Thank you for coming in.
He reminds me of like a person that on radio where they call you up and try to do a prank call, and that's what he does. But you gotta have some laughter in life, so you gotta. But he does it for fun. But but now people that trolls you and has like they create the content that day. They create that channel that day, and then they come in your channel,
Yeah.
and then that's the ones that I know. I said I ain't gonna give you a ranch or whatever, and most people will block you because they think that's a fake account.
Yeah.
But yeah, he now there's another guy on there. I don't know. Vic might know him maybe. Gotta be careful with him too.
Yeah, some people are a little too trusting. I remember, I'm not mentioning names, I'm just saying that there was an ex
Oh,
of
I
mine.
never. I think I never encountered these people. These
Oh, I
people's
know.
tips.
I know that guy.
You
The
know
last
that
one
guy,
he put.
Kuya?
Yep, I know. I've seen him in. I've seen him in countless streams. I don't even know how many. Maybe at least half a dozen. That guy. The last one that
Mhm.
Steven put.
Ooh.
Third one down. Yeah.
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen
I've
that
seen that one
multiple
too.
times.
But anyways, before I
Yes,
forget,
yesterday.
is okay.
Go
Before I
ahead.
forget is I was
This is Hinny.
a lot of people. Can you guys hear me or no?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot of people didn't know. But when I was live or when she was live, we were both on a video call during our lives together. It was like I was watching her back because for a while there she was like modding everybody. I was like, oh, you got to at least check them out first. And I said, let me do all that. Let me do all the background work first. So when somebody would come in and I would do, check, and if they made an account like that day or the day before or something like that, it had no videos, no nothing. And then I would say, be careful, on this person.
Bye, Auntie
Yeah.
Yads. Sleep well.
Yeah, but
Shouldn't
I
have
always
named
tell
him.
people all the time, be careful of who you associate with in YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that person. If it's the first time I heard all these guys' name.
Yep. I knew the last one though right away when I looked at it. I go, oh, I know that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I think the
recognize all
second,
the names.
I think the second one I already encountered at one time.
I
Yeah,
don't really go to the fishing community, so
But
I
there's
was,
some.
I was there. I was
I
at the
don't know
I
if
fishing
know
you
a
know.
few
community,
people that are fishing from the
Do
fishing
you
community. They're
and
actually
remember?
nice
also
guys.
at the marine community, I was there sometimes. Sorry, Devil Dog.
Jeff, do you remember the guy that I had him on my panel one time or a couple of times, and his name was Fat Ninja DM. He was a
Yeah, I know Fat Ninja. Yeah.
Is it true? Is it true, Stephen? He passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. He passed away
Oh
What?
God!
on
No,
Saturday.
you know that day I stream and Sir Devil Dog was on my panel, and he the one said it's right that moment the retro told him that Pat Ninja Diam passed away.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear about that.
his
Mm-hmm.
14-year-old son
I
found
think
him in his room.
it was last Friday.
What's his channel name?
Last
Fat Ninja,
Friday
something
evening.
Fat Ninja.
Fat
Yeah,
Ninja
Fat
DM.
Ninja Diam. Yeah, I always in his expat ball. Make a love shout out. I
But
always in his live stream when he go live stream. I always there at the back.
but man, it's like it's like I told somebody today.
Mm-hmm.
I said you don't even know what's going to happen day day one you don't even know what's going
Expat
to
ball,
happen.
how are you? Make a love
I'll
shout
look
out
him
to
up.
you.
The Bible says, "Thou knowest not what a day may bring forth." Proverbs 27:1. You
But
never
Have
know.
you gone to have
Mm-hmm.
you gone to Ninja DM channel, Jeff?
Yeah,
He
I've
always
been
do
sub.
streaming when they do
Yeah,
games.
I think
I've been
I
I've
think
been subbed to Fat Ninja
I
for a
think
while.
his son's
Yes.
going to take over.
Yeah, I met him at Sir Devil Dog channel.
I think his son's going to take over his channel.
Who?
His son, his son's
Oh,
going.
okay.
His son.
But you know that Stephen before he passed away at I think evening in the US.
See,
It's
I
morning
did.
here. I saw him streaming. He did a live streaming.
But
I
here's
think
one
it's
though. It
4.
says he just uploaded a video on TikTok a day ago. If it's the same Fat Ninja, does Fat Ninja have like a ninja like up in the air, and then it has like flames around it, and then it says Fat Ninja DM in red letters.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
It
him.
says he just uploaded a video a day ago.
Yeah,
He's a black guy, right?
yeah. He's
yep.
a very,
Yep.
Yeah.
It said he's
very
uploaded a
nice
video a
guy.
day ago. Right
But
here,
see,
Fat Ninja DM, 265
he
views a day
he had
ago.
a
Fat
charity.
Ninja off
He had a
camera.
charity event called "Stop the Bullying" or something like that.
Mhm.
And
That was yesterday. The Retro Dojo episode 5 streamed
Well,
4
you
days
probably
Yeah.
ago. Fat Ninja.
he probably had it upcoming or something, and or I don't know. So he
but
This
was
is
found
Saturday.
deceased last night, or
it
But somebody
Saturday
somebody put 3 days
morning.
ago, rest in peace, Fat Ninja
Yeah.
DM, and it was Pook Ninja.
Legendary.
Whoever that guy is.
Yeah. And you know what? When
But
you check his channel the day before he passed away, he go live streaming as well.
There's a
you
bunch of
don't
people that
know.
put rest in peace though, so he probably did die. Tribute to
He's been
Fat Ninja
on.
DM by UK Medic. Tribute to Fat Ninja DM by Different Styles. Fat Ninja DM, rest in peace by Easy Diggin. Whoever that guy is, I don't know
wow.
who those people are. So
But
did he
he,
really die or not? What I'm getting, because there's one video, so maybe someone else
Hello,
posted
Sir
it.
Bobby. Make a
well,
love shout out, Sir Bobby.
I
His
know.
latest video.
There's a guy named Nitro Free now. He lives in my
Yeah, I know
state,
him.
Hi, Bobby. Yep.
and he does basically mostly on RC cars most of the time. Um,
Yeah.
and his cars is like 8,000 up cars. Them RC cars that he does is very
Yeah,
expensive.
I have a nice RC car. It's worth like about $900 or $1,000.
But
Uh,
he
I can show you it.
mainly thing his thing channel is RC cars. But
This one's like a
he
block.
knew Fat Ninja, and he did a thing on Saturday, and boy, it was like everybody was like,
You see, even Sir Leon know it. Fat Ninja has passed away. Yeah, even Sir Leo knew it. Hello, Jai. Make a shout out.
What were you saying there, Stephen? That he knew somebody knew something or something?
Jeff,
Well, she
your voice
actually
sounds
did
not
the
good.
whole
Are
thing.
you okay, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
still
okay?
getting my voice back. I'm still getting my voice back. Yeah, but Stephen, what were you saying now about? You mentioned something, and I wanted to finish hearing it.
Yeah, because
Or C car. Let's see one.
No, it was about Fat Ninja or something. You were saying something, and yeah,
Mhm.
I want you to finish saying it.
but
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sure. What
yeah,
about
he
it?
came on my broadcast a couple of times, and then that's about it. But I got to
Yeah,
find out when the last time. I'm looking at my videos and see when he came on. I think it was probably between April and May or something like that. You know, because I don't remember, but I know I got the video still because me and him
Well,
talked
it
to.
is what it is. This is inevitable. We are not the one who hold until when we're going to live in this planet.
But I tell you one thing. He uh he was on a lot of channels. I mean, the last time I've been, he was on Custom Screen Printing up there. That's the last time I saw him up there.
I didn't know
yeah.
him. How old? How old is Fat Ninja DM, Steven? Around 60 something or 70 something?
I think 61. I could be wrong though.
He's around 60s.
But he's some. I mean, his. I mean, I heard that his the
He's a
night before.
funny guy. Every time he do live stream, he's always alive when his live stream is live.
It's amazing. I mean, because he was a nice guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he actually should run.
He's gonna be very missed because I mean
Yeah,
he
sometimes he is in Sir Devil Dog panel too.
yeah he was on Devil Dog. Not and I know he used to be on. He was on Great Farmer freelance, and then
Yeah,
Shane.
Mhm.
and Greenlawn. Greenlawn.
Yeah,
He was
he's
in
gone.
Greenlawn.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Shane Shane got tired of
Mhm.
he got tired of the master. He deactivated his account. Oh
Yeah,
crap!
Devil
yeah,
Dog was on the panel with me on Timmy's stream, and he was on my panel when I did the Raiders Texans game because Devil Dog's a Houston
Yeah,
Texans fan.
during
So
that
so he was
time
on
when
my
he
panel
was
for
in
like
my panel,
two and a
Kuya
half
Blood,
hours.
that's the time that Ninja DM passed away.
Mhm. Yeah, there's like
You
four
know, if
people, I think
Rafael,
3 or 4 people
Rafael,
that had told me.
do you know Ninja DM, Rafael?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna be missed. I mean,
I
regardless.
think I think Rafael also know him. Ninja DM.
But I'll tell you, it's like you just don't never know what's gonna happen.
no,
Yeah,
not at all.
just don't know.
Well,
One,
I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Last night I was just starting to get my voice back a little bit from being
they don't
sick,
want to
and
have it go again.
yeah, exactly. I don't want to talk too much too
Drain
soon.
Yeah,
some
But you guys have
January lemon tea.
yeah, have everybody have a happy
Yep,
Thanksgiving, and
you
we'll
too.
see you all next time. You guys take care. Bye.
Probably
Thank you,
Friday or something. I'm not
get
going to
well
be
soon,
Timmy.
active on
Jeff.
YouTube much
Get well
tomorrow.
Everybody,
soon, Jeff.
take care. Happy
Yep.
Thanksgiving, Stephen
Yep.
and
you too.
Timmy and
Thanksgiving
Happy
Day.
Thanksgiving.
Brett and chat. Bye
Yep.
bye.
You too. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Rest well.
Hasta la
Get well fast.
pasta.
Yeah, I'm not going to be active
Vamos.
much tomorrow on
Vamos,
YouTube either. I'm going to be
Latinos.
doing stuff with family
Latinos.
Man, they had a
pretty
bad
much the
now.
whole day. I'm going to my aunt's
Yeah,
house
it's not good.
with my mom and my brother. Going to one of my
Are
aunts.
you
It's my
going
mom's
to?
older sister's house. Yeah, well, I'm going
Are
to be
you going?
leaving at 8 a.m. in the morning because it's my to Portland. We're only doing a day trip because it's the way it had to work out because I was thinking about going at least for like one night in my driving my own car, but I don't know when they're going to arrive because I have snow tires and new wheels for my car coming.
Yeah, Steve will be going
And
to.
and then so I don't
What
know when they're
about
going
you,
to
Steven?
come, so I got
Where
to
are
do
you
that.
heading to?
Yeah, so I don't know when they're
We're
going to
going
show
to
up
my
the
mom's.
rest of the week, so I don't know.
What
I'm
about
just
you,
going to do a
Steven?
day
Where are
trip.
you heading to?
I'm going to my mom's. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just gonna be me and her. Because my
Better than
sister, her
nothing, though.
husband,
Yeah.
they going out. Well, they go to their family. My brother-in-law goes to their family
Oh,
in Charlotte, North Carolina, because they my nephew they got some kids too that they play football, whatever. They don't play shoot. They don't, because right,
so you're probably not gonna have turkey then, because even a small turkey is probably about 10 pounds.
we're just gonna have chicken. That's all we're gonna have.
Uh, you could actually do a turkey breast, because they make those that are like 5-6 pounds. If you wanted to
Are
do
you
that,
going to cook, Kuya?
or ham,
Are
you
you
could do like
going
a
to cook
small
for
piece of
your
ham, or
But then, but on Christmas
ham
we'll have
roast.
turkey and all that. But
Hmm.
because
Yeah, because turkey, even a small turkey, would be enough for like 4 to 6 people, and it'd be
it'll
way
be
much
one,
too much
two.
food.
Because it's only gonna be five on Christmas anyway.
Guys,
So
I think I'm
Mhm.
gonna sleep now, host Tim. Tulog na ako, maaga
Bye.
pa akong gising. But thanks for letting me
You
stay
see that
here.
person's name?
Bye,
Moines.
Munes. Thank you for coming here.
Moines.
It's Munes.
Moines.
Munes.
Mionis.
It's
Okay.
Munes. See you next time around. See you next time
You can
around,
pronounce them better
Munes.
because you, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I guess it's your language what he wrote, maybe?
Yeah, it's
Or where did
Munes. It's
Mionis?
you know it's a it's a Spanish. It's a Spanish inspired name. Yeah, it's
Oh,
from
it's hard
Spanish.
to say so many people names on YouTube. Like some people
The last
they
name
make
is
it
from
difficult names to pronounce. It's like I don't get it. Did they do that on purpose or what? Because some people you go and you try to, and they got like a longest name and it's unlegible. It's like hard to pronounce normally, but then they put like uppercase, lowercase, so they
Something
put symbols
like
in it.
Kuya,
I'm like,
they go
yeah,
to the internet, but they don't want to they don't want to be known. Why
yeah.
going for the internet if you don't want to be
Yeah.
known?
You're going to a
Come
public platform, but you
on.
don't want to be known. That
Thank you
makes no
so much.
sense.
You are right. It's a Spanish. Yeah, that's why I say it's a Spanish newness.
Mhm. But I see some people that use a different font. Even they have these programs you can get, these apps or whatever, that you can change the font. And then you look at the font, it's got these symbols underneath and these lines, these little like stars by it. And I'm like, how am I supposed to read that?
Bang
Like literally,
Rolling. We got a shout out. Bang.
yeah. Hi, Bang Rami.
Thank
Yep,
you.
I know him from um, freelancing tips for
And this
beginners by
one is the
Christy
real
Angelo.
Spanish guy. It's Rafael.
Yeah.
Rafael is his fast, talk
And is
Spanish,
that
right?
is that a real? That's not a real car behind you. No, Steven.
no, it ain't a real car. It's a Hot
You
Wheels
can search
van.
their channel. That
Uh,
isn't smart. Yeah, that isn't smart.
I didn't think it was a real car. It's like a fictional car.
It's just a thumbnail, though.
Yeah. No, but some like hand drawn cars or like animated cars are actually real cars because they're a car that they model that after in real life. Like you could have a still shot from a video game as your background, that like
Kuya Brad,
Forza Seven,
Kuya Brad,
and then it could have a
if
Corvette
you
in it. It's a real
Kuya
car.
Brad, if you've been asked which model of car you want to choose, the vintage model or the
Um,
modern model?
I would choose. I think it's a 90. What is it? A 96? I think it is 96 McLaren F1 LM. If you know what those are, I think it's a 96. They're a McLaren F1 LM, which was Le Mans spec. It was a special version of the regular McLaren F1, and they're really rare. I think they're worth like
96 McLaren?
$12 million or something like that.
Wow.
They're worth a good amount more than the regular one because they made even less of the Le Mans spec ones, and they were actually lighter and handle better than the regular one. Even though the regular one handled pretty darn good, but yeah, the original one was made in '92. If anybody knows, and it was the first. It was the um, fastest car for like 10 years or something, or 12 years. It was like the fastest car in the world. Still pretty fast. So it was like 234 miles an hour to this
Which
day.
one? Which one you will choose? The Ford GT, Golf Library, F1 drivers? A
Which
lot.
the Ford GT? I don't know what you're talking about. Yep, the original Ford GT or the new one, the newest one.
This is 6 McLaren, I
Because they
guess.
made two Ford GTs. They made the one in like I think it was like in 2000. 6 or 7 or something like that. And they made the one they made like 3 or 4 years ago. The current one, the one that has the big like
Whoa.
openings on the sides, like you can see through the body. That was
Wow.
the most high performance car Ford ever made to this day. The last version of the Ford GT. The Mustang's pretty fast, but it doesn't handle as good as the Ford GT does because the Ford GT was mid-engine. The Mustang's still front engine. So I'm into cars, so I know a lot. I watch like Jay Leno's Garage and Supercar Blondie and Shmee 150, and then some other guys.
Mhm.
Doug DeMuro, where he reviews cars and shows the quirks and features of them and stuff, and he gets to drive them. I've been big into cars since I was a little kid. I remember having a Lamborghini poster on my wall. It was like this convertible Lamborghini. I don't remember what model it was, but I was like 8 or 9 years old. Had a Lamborghini picture on my wall. Oh, he went down.
McLaren. Yeah, he did. Thank you, Steven.
Bye,
You
Steven,
need to
if you're
do
not
something. You need to do something. Wow.
coming. Oh, you put in the private chat.
Yeah.
I will be stepping down. Oh, okay, if I get it now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Bang
So,
Romy, thank you for coming in.
mhm. Yeah, and he's a nice guy, Bing Rami. Yeah, he streams too, I
Yeah.
believe. I remember. Yeah, he streams. Mhm.
He is a
He
road
goes. I
streamer.
met him at
Hi.
Cristiangelo's stream. Probably
Bang
like,
Romy considered as a road streamer. He stream every time he drives.
yeah. Some people like doing streaming when they're driving, but it makes it so you can't. It's hard. It makes it harder to interact with the chat that way, though,
But
because
he
you
managed to
can't
do
chat.
it.
Yeah, so
Bang
he's
Romy
not
has
really
the
paying
talent. He
attention to
managed
the
to.
road very well. And
The
I would
1996
say
McLaren is
screw
nice,
the chat
Kuya.
and pay attention to the road.
1996.
Yeah, say so. If you were doing that, I'd be like, pay attention to the damn road. Don't worry about the YouTube chat. You worrying
Yeah.
about not getting injured while driving is more important than reading the YouTube stream chat.
But Bang Romy able to manage. Well, this one is nice, Kuya Brett.
The
This
McLaren F1
one.
LM
No, 76. 765.
76.
Yep.
That's a that's a Lamborghini, I think, or no Ferrari, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ferrari. I can show you um what a McLaren F1 LM looks like if you want to see one.
Cool.
McLaren. McLaren is a British automaker. They still make cars. They make like the P1, the F1, they made the Senna, the McLaren 600 LT, the Speedtail, McLaren 750S, the McLaren 720S. They make all kinds of cars. They're making cars for like a long time. I'll show you McLaren F.
720 is nice. This
Yeah,
one.
it's a
Wow.
nice car too. Yeah, but I'll show you this one's an older one, so it looks different now. LM is the nice my favorite car. It just looks it just looks cool and sounds cool. It's got a V10 in it. One thing, and then I'll go images. I'll show you. I'll try to get a really good image of it. McLaren F1 LM. Let me see here. That's not a good
You
image.
show it.
Get one. Yeah, I'm gonna just a second. Gotta get a good picture of it. I want a side view of it so you really see it. Right there.
Cool.
There's a good. If it goes HD, there's a good picture of it. That one's a cool picture of it too. Actually, this one is a cool picture of it too. I'll show you this one. I see if I can. No, I'm gonna have to make it darker. Let me see. I'll make it. I need to make it lighter so you can see it better. Because it does that when it shows up on the screen. The second to exit.
Color.
It looks better on my phone than it does when I show it to you. It's a little bit clearer.
Orange color.
Yeah, that was a signature. That's the signature color that McLaren makes their cars. It's like they make a special color that's that orange that they make all their cars in. Yeah.
Oh,
Whoops. I'll show you another awesome car.
this color.
Yeah, that's another car. I'll show you another awesome car.
Cool. Sexy.
That's another cool looking. I'll show you another. Yeah, yeah. That's a McLaren also, I think. Yep.
Yep. Ooh.
This is the cool. The Rimac. Let me see. The Rimac Navera is their newest car. This is an all electric, like
Anna's
2000
Life
horse.
Adventure. Hello, all there. Hello, all here. Hello, Anna.
Anna's Life Adventure. I'll show you. This is a cool looking car too.
Which one?
This is with like the. This is an electric car, by the way. This is a cool looking car though.
Electric car.
Yeah, there's a picture of it. It's called the. Oh, that's just the con. That's the. Let me see if I can get it one. There it is. That's actually Doug DeMuro, the guy I watched. That had one, but um, it's an all electric car. The Rimac is what it's called. The Rimac
Wow.
Navira. Yeah, and it's like the fastest car. It has like I think it has like 2,000 horsepower or something electric. It'll beat that McLaren because McLaren was made like 92 to like 96, I think it was. But it's faster than the McLaren. But the thing is, you have to recharge it. The other one, you can just keep filling it with fuel and keep running. One thing bad about electric cars is you have to charge them. Like I could be running the McLaren F1 around for like the whole day, and then that one would probably run out, and then I'd have to charge it for probably at least a few hours to get a full charge, or charge it for a little while, anyways. Because like electric cars,
Then how long it will gonna last?
hmm? Electric cars have advanced so much though that you can charge. Like Porsche had a car that came out like 2 years ago. It's called the Taycan. I think it was called, or Taycan or something like that. And it's a four door car. It competes against like the Tesla S.
Oh my
And
goodness, you
but
didn't
what it is,
share.
you can charge it if you have the fast charging option on the car. You can charge it to 80% battery capacity in like 20 minutes. But the charging option I think is like $10,000 or something for the fast charge option on the car. But it'll charge to 80% in 20 minutes. So that's so far the advanced
But
because
you
like
think
yeah,
and guys,
even a couple
before we
even a couple
forget,
years
we
ago.
have the topic in there. What is loyalty to you? We have
But
the
even
topic. I'm carried away by
but
the
even cars,
car.
even like a couple years ago, it took a whole evening to charge. Just like the electric cars, how far they advance in 2 years. It Cars get probably about 50 to 60 more miles of range electric cars do than they used to on average. So they advance so fast. Like that's one thing. Technology of an electric car advances so fast that the batteries stay cooler. They're more efficient.
Charlie,
They
Charlie vlog. Hello,
they have
kumusta?
more power. It takes less time to charge them now. Yep.
What a
There's more
weekend.
charging. Hi, Darren. Thanks for
Give
coming.
you a thumbs up. Hello, Darwin. Thank you for coming
Yeah,
in.
but it takes just like that's one thing in technology of electric cars, electric trucks. They have electric SUVs and pickups now that are pretty powerful. They can pull. They can haul pretty heavy loads in the bed, or can tow pretty heavy loads. Hmm.
Would Would you buy the electric car, Kuya?
If I had the money, yeah, but I can't afford. The only thing bad about electric cars is there's a drawback. There's not as many charging stations as there are gas stations. Like if you compare a gas car to electric car, so you got to be careful. If I was just
If
driving around town and I'll only go and not traveling long distances, I would get an electric car. But if you wanted to travel to
it's
like
dangerous driving an electric car when you travel for a long ride.
yeah, but you'd have to go probably like out of my state to for an electric car. You probably have to drive probably because most electric cars will do about two 240 miles if you average on different electric cars. But some electric cars will do like 300 miles now on a single charge. There's actually there's some I think that'll do. I think there's a new one they
Hello,
have that'll do
Philippine
like 500
from Darwin.
500 miles on a single
Darwin,
charge.
what's loyalty to you?
Yeah, what's loyalty to you, Darren? I guess you can ask him too.
Yeah, what's
Or Bobby,
loyalty
what's
to you?
loyalty to you?
Yeah, you have
I
to
can tell you right
ask.
now. Um,
Darwin, I am in your channel, Darwin.
I know Timmy's loyal, by the way, because she's been loyal to me since I met her on YouTube.
I'm loyal to everyone who
Who treats you with
yeah.
respect, yeah, and kindness. Just as simple as that.
Well, I like the person. I don't give any specifications. Whatever you do, as long as I am connected to you, I will go to your channel and watch your videos, something
No,
like
I'm
that.
not talking about that. I'm talking about the friendship wise, not just going to someone's channel. Because going to someone's channel is nice, but
Oh yeah,
it's not.
I am the
It's not
kind
the
of I
reason
am the
why.
kind of person that I am a kind of friend that whenever you are right, then you always
Mhm.
have my back.
Yeah, that's
But
true,
I
Darren.
know
Yeah.
when I know that you are wrong, I'm the one who will screw. I will the one
Yeah, but what
who
I'm saying
will.
though is my thing is if I make a connection with the actual person and it could be like a friendship, I'll go to their channel no matter what. Doesn't matter what the hell their content is. Because I go to some people's channels, I go, I don't. I even told them I don't really like your content, but you're a nice person. People that stream, I
Yep.
go, you have a fun stream. I don't really like what you're talking about, but it's fun.
And Darren said, "Someone that stands by your side no matter what." Yes, that is a
Yep.
true friend or the loyal
Just make
person.
sure
Yeah.
they're a true person and they don't burn you. Because if they burn you when you're being super loyal to them, then you got to do away with
To
them. Because
close
like,
like Davao, Philippines. You're in Davao, Darren.
no,
He
no.
wasn't. He get an upload of motocross live Davao, Philippines 2 days
Yeah, because
ago.
Motocross Live, yeah, he it was on TV or something or on he's never been there. I don't think he's never been to the Philippines because
Oh,
he lives by he lives in Indiana.
oh, he's in Indiana. Steve was in Indiana too.
Yep. So is I can't even think of his name now. Show us Sean Williams is it lives by Chicago's. Um, Kuya Gord's and of course his wife live in the suburbs of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I stick up for
Okay,
Darren
good.
too. I always stick up for Timmy. Like she's been having some drama going around with a lady that just blocked her on the stream. I found out.
Oh, a friend, a friend of mine that married to a Filipino went to it and sent me that
Mhm.
video.
Yeah,
And so,
you
oh,
can see
he was in
motocross
Southern
here.
Illinois.
Hmm?
Darius was from in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, you can. Or Illinois. That's what I meant. Yeah, not Indiana, Illinois. But he's south of Chicago. But you can go to here and see like motocross. We have a Washougal, which is a little ways away from St.
This
Helens, where
motocross
Mount
is
St. Helens
this
is.
motocross is common in the Philippines, kuya.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hmm. And then you can go to right like literally about 15 minutes from me. There's a motocross track. They do amateur motocross racing there. They do like vintage motocross, which is like the 70s and like early 80s bikes. And then they do like regular too, but
Recent
it's at
Philippines
Pacific
February.
Raceway.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's at
quite
Pacific
a long
Raceway.
time
Mhm.
until
The Pacific
February.
Raceway has a road course. It's like 2.1 miles. Then it has a drag strip where they do NHRA drag racing and other type of drag racing on there. Then they have a like I think it's like a 3/4 or mile long go kart track, which anybody can go on. You can actually go there and rent go karts and go on it. And then go karts do probably about 50 miles an hour. And then in the
You know what?
motocross track, I
You
don't
know
know how
what?
big it is.
Here. My daughter is in Buncombe, Illinois, Southern. So,
Buncombe,
Buncombe,
Buncombe. I don't know how to say it right.
Buncombe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, he has
it's
a daughter.
Buncombe.
Hmm. Daughter. Because like actually, Bobby's old enough to be my dad.
Do you
No, he,
know that
he would
Asian
be.
people has this thing that they go travel around Asia using motorcycle?
Hmm. A lot of people do that in the
Yeah,
U.S. too. They travel around using motorcycle.
my
I know
mom
people that have
went to
motorcycles.
Philippines in 2018
Mhm.
and
I know
2019.
people that travel
Oh,
around motorcycles. Yeah, go to like California. Darren's done it. Darren went from he used to live in California and he went to where he lives now by motorcycle. He has a Harley. That's why it's called Darren Harley Vlog. He has a Harley Davidson, a 100th anniversary Sportster. If you want to know, he's actually got some videos about his bike, him working on his bike, cleaning his bike, riding his bike, going to biker rallies. Like
mm-hmm.
there's one by where he lives, Hog something or other, Hog Rock. He went there like 2 years in a row, I think, to Hog Rock. Yeah, it's a biker festival. They have music there and like tents set up with like merchandise you can buy and like food, and you can camp there, and people camp, and you see a bunch of bikers, and his bike's a rare one because it's the 100th anniversary Sportster, so it's got a special paint job and more chrome than a regular Sportster, so people
Darren
want it.
said, wow, that's only 1 hour away from me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I lived in San Diego for 6 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
My best friends lived in San Diego probably for, geez, how long has it been now? Like 14, maybe 15 years? Because he's been with his wife over 13, and he met his wife like probably
Is
two.
it San Diego is part of California, Kuya Brett, right?
Yeah, Southern California. Yeah, South California is its border. South San Diego is border with Mexico. My friend actually used to go to Mexico sometimes because he was a party bus driver. He'd actually drive into Tijuana. I guess he said. I don't. He was a party bus driver. Yeah, for like a couple of years or
I
so.
live in Rancho Pocamona, less than 2 hours from San
Mhm.
Diego.
Yep. My friend's probably been. Yeah, my best friend might have been in Rancho Cucamonga. He's been to L.A. multiple times since
Mm.
he's been living in San Diego. But he's married now and has a 4-year-old daughter, so he's pretty much tied down. He works I believe he still works 6 days a week. I only text with him once in a while just because he's so busy. You know, he was working 6 days a week, like 10 to 12 hours a day, plus had a daughter and is married. This is a lot of work because he manages like a coffee shop. Bird Rock Coffee Roasters, if you want to know. Bird Rock Coffee Roasters. Supposedly it's the best coffee in the world. Multiple people have told me. He said his friends try and say it's the best coffee they ever had, but it's like $18. It's about $18 for 10 ounces of it. Like whole beans or ground. And they make seasonal coffees and like different blends like from across the world because there's a lot of countries that grow coffee, so you get like different flavors. And they give you
Wow.
what the flavors of the
Darren
coffee
said,
have.
and Darren said, I've been to almost every state in USA, including Hawaii and Alaska.
Mhm.
Wow.
I've only been to let me see, one, two,
Lefty, loyalty on YouTube, you got to be joking. Oh,
three,
Lefty,
four.
it's not just on YouTube, it's in general, Lefty. It's in
Mm-hmm.
general, Lefty. It's not just on YouTube. You here in YouTube, you very seldom people you can find that is loyal to you. Lefty.
Mm-hmm.
You can count it. You can count on your finger.
I know people that are loyal. I've
This
met
is
from YouTube.
you're very wise.
Mm-hmm.
How can you find? You can find the loyal people here in YouTube, but you can count on your finger. You know.
Mm-hmm. You can find loyal people on YouTube though. I did. Timmy's been loyal to me since we've been talking to each other. Darren's been loyal. Yeah, I can name other people too. Hazy
Yeah,
Cheesy.
but you can count on your finger, Kuya. You cannot. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot say that someone is loyal to
There's the
you.
other people. Yeah. Um, Messiah Today, Marty Duffy. Some other guys like Terry
You
Cobra.
don't. You don't give. You don't give. You don't give expectations as well, Kuya, because expectation will lead you to disappointment. Just to go solo, you can count on yourself. At least I can.
Yeah.
I'm always in a solo. I am everywhere on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go for a team.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Going solo can leave you lonely too.
Yeah. Good
It
night, sis
can. 'Cause I
Timmy.
know some people that go, I'm not gonna be loyal to anybody, and I'm like, well, then you're gonna be lonely ass mother effer.
Yeah. Good night, dear Sid. Ay, dear Sid, natutulog ka na ba?
Bye,
Hindi pa
Deborah.
yata. Good night, Ate Debs.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
got to be
you can
loyal to
find,
somebody in your life.
you know what? In order for you to
Someone's
find
got
a
to be
loyal
loyal to you.
person, you must be
At least
loyal
one
first.
person.
In order for you
Mm-hmm.
to find a loyal one, right, Pia?
Yeah.
I'm not lonely. I live with a Filipina. Lefty. That's
Hmm. I'm not lonely either.
Kuya
I live with myself, but
Lefty.
I'm never
Not
lonely.
lonely.
I like living alone. Tell you the truth.
Well, I am alone.
I can
Doesn't
do
mean
what
I
I
am
want, when
lonely.
I want, how I want, where I want to do it, when I want to do it. Um, I can leave shit where I want to leave it, and nobody can say anything and
I'm
bitch about
talking
it.
about groups of people who is
Hmm.
really new to anyone. You will know the person in YouTube is real when
How
you
you
when
Sid,
you
by the
get to
way?
be real.
I don't think I said hi to him. And HK is still here. But she got her. It's kind of funny. Her name is Hong Kong Explorer, and then she's got HK by her name.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if she tells you what her name, her HKE stands for, Hong Kong Explorer, she wouldn't have to put the HK by it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then she has another one that's a flag. Unless she just changed, she has one that's a Hong Kong Explorer with the Hong Kong flag next to the letters. I don't know if that's a different channel or what.
Mm-hmm. I am
Mhm.
I am at the channel. Then those people pass the test as not being fake. Ha. I
Well,
don't
here's
know.
speaking of like fake, the people that you see like you see their profile picture on YouTube or not on YouTube, but you see their profile picture on like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and then they happen to be streaming. Like I've seen some people that post a really nice looking, but they look really, like a woman looks really pretty in her Instagram photo, and then she streams and she's on camera, and you're like, you don't even look the same. You know why that is? Because
Really?
they're using a filter on Instagram or Facebook to make them look like a model, and then you see them on Instagram, and you go, oh, yeah, you like, um, your hair's messed up, you have moles all over your face, you're missing teeth, and then you see their picture on Instagram, you're like, man, you look like a Victoria's Secret model. But holy crap. You know what I mean? Like because one thing you can't go by is that it's a lot of people use filters on Instagram, Facebook. You see them on their live stream, you're like, you don't even look like the same person.
You cannot see
Because some
that in
people I
me,
know,
Kuya. What you see is what you
also
got in
you
me.
take their makeup off and they look like wildebeests. I'm like, oh, I'm serious. I know some people that take their makeup off. They put so much makeup on that they take it off, and they they look straight terrible. Just saying.
Sir Robinson, I thought you were talking about me using Jay's
No,
picture.
no. I'm talking about how people put filters on their pictures on other social medias. You see them on stream, and they don't look anything like their profile picture. They look like a 10 on their profile picture. You see them on YouTube, they look like a 5, and you're like, what the hell happened? And I go, oh, you must have had a filter on your Instagram photo, on your Instagram profile picture, because a lot of people do that. It's called the Insta filter. Instagram has a
Where did
filter that
you
you
get
can put on your picture,
money?
that you take a picture of yourself, and it makes you go from like a 5 to a 10. If you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10. It's like, seriously, it's like, why do you need to be fake like that? You present yourself on social media where you look perfectly pretty, and then you see them on another, like on a YouTube stream. I'm not saying everybody, but there's a few people I've seen, and I'm like, you don't even look anything like your Instagram photo. Mhm. And then some
On
people
the
use
moon.
some people use professional makeup artists, or like on their profile pictures too, on like Instagram. Then you see them when they do their own makeup, and they don't even look as good. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what you.
Um, I'm not wearing makeup, by guys. Maybe
But
that is
yeah, it's like,
after
you know what
their
I mean.
movie injection
Instagram
why
filter
they
makes you
don't
look good.
look
Just like, for example, I'm not saying Timmy should do it, but if Timmy had an Instagram filter and take away her bags and her imperfections on her face and make her look like a 10, and then make her look like she's perfect, and that's not
You cannot
reality.
see me using a filter, Kuya. I am
You
not
know
a
what I
fan
mean?
of filter.
I don't give a shit if Timmy has bags or not. I want to see what the person really looks like. Don't use a fake picture, or an enhanced picture of you that makes you look better. It's just like false advertising, in my opinion. one thing that gets me. Like a lot of social media, they're using a picture that's enhanced to make them look better. And when you see them like in the
Says
middle
and
line,
Red. Bye,
Mhm. Right,
CCHKE.
anti Hong Kong. But you know what I mean? Like, Timmy doesn't give a crap if she's wearing makeup or not. She shows what she really looks like.
I don't show why. This is me. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she doesn't care. Like, some people have to be. I've seen some women that have to be done up, looking perfect on a stream. Fake eyelashes, freaking makeup, eyeliner, mascara, makeup, really nice clothes, and I'm like, is that really you? It took you an hour and a half to just get ready to do your stream, let alone
Yeah,
stream.
I don't. Hi, Sir King. Hi, Timmy and everyone. Hello, Sir King.
I can. You know what I mean? It's like when you see them, I want to see the real person. Don't use a like. To me, makeup a lot of the times is like false advertising. Just like when women wear push-up bras, that's false advertising, in my opinion.
One thing that I'm not using makeup is that because I don't know how to apply. I
But
don't know how to put on the makeup.
you know what I mean, though. It's like I want to see the real you. Not makeup is not the real person, though.
Women like to look
You know
pretty.
what I
Yes,
mean?
Lefty. I like to see the woman that is wearing a makeup. But when it comes to me, I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
But now here's the point, though. So a woman likes to look pretty, so they're saying they're not pretty without makeup. Most of them they put makeup on. Then if a woman goes, I want to look pretty, I put makeup on. I go, you must not think you're pretty without it. You know what I mean?
You
It's
you
the same thing. Because
you are in
some
for
people can't go out.
natural beauty.
I've seen women that can't go out of the house without makeup on. I'm like,
Away
that's not
from certain.
good.
At the end of the night, if you're lucky, you will see the real person.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Lefty,
you know
are
what I
you
mean?
lucky, Lefty? Are you
There's so
lucky,
much
Lefty?
fakeness on social media though that you see these women in their profile pictures and when you see them on camera they look nothing like that. You know what I mean? Just the
Yeah,
way
I
social
agree.
media is like that's why when you're on a dating site and unless you're getting close to a woman and you've been talking to her for weeks and weeks and you finally see her on camera, if she looks nothing like her profile picture, that would be me questioning was it really her in her profile picture to start out with, and she, you know what I mean?
But there's always a video call, kuya. You can identify
Yeah.
the woman also. You can see them. But I'm meeting up 3 men's YouTuber here in Manila. I'm not wearing a makeup, but the three of them, they said
Mm-hmm.
I'm amazing, dude, and beautiful. And that's what
I
makes
know
you
who you're
beautiful.
talking
I
about.
think
Yeah. It was Jeffrey, whoever that other guy was that was with you, and or maybe it was the other time when you met David Island Adventures or whatever. Hi, Sheer.
men do the same thing, Brett. Hello, host. Hello, Cher.
Mm-hmm.
To try and entice a younger woman. Really? Does the man do the same?
Mm-hmm. How you doing, Sheer? I don't. She was on Rosalie's last time I saw her around. That wasn't that long ago, maybe an hour ago.
Mm.
On Rosalie's too.
I would say men do it more than women. Really, Lefty? Oh, hello,
No, I
Cher.
don't think so.
Everybody.
I don't know any. I don't know any. I don't use it. I don't know anybody that has this. My brother, of course, doesn't do it, but he doesn't have his profile. He doesn't have his picture on any social medias though. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he actually has some pictures of himself on his social media, and he doesn't enhance any of it. Well, he doesn't use himself as a profile picture though, but he does have a few pictures of his face on social media. He's on my Facebook with me in a picture, and
If you're able to cross my Facebook page, it's nothing.
I like myself. I
Music
like women that
video.
don't wear makeup. Myself, I prefer women that don't wear makeup. Just if you want to get
Ah, you
down
want
with
to
you.
wear makeup? Yeah. Hello,
No,
Cher. Like, I thought you
I
want to
prefer a
wear
woman that
makeup.
doesn't wear makeup.
Men
Or
also wear the makeup.
Not most though.
But have you seen all that K-pop
I would say like
artists?
3 times or 4 times the amount of women wear makeup than men though.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But makeup's expensive too. It would
Because
save a woman money.
makeup is a woman's thing.
Hmm.
Thank you, Bobby, for visiting my panel last night. Time to
Yeah, it would
go.
save the women money to not buy makeup. How much money that crap costs? Jeez.
Makeup is a woman's thing, kuya.
Yeah.
Even though I don't wear makeup, I still have a bit of foundation.
Yeah, some women put on too much makeup. They look like a clown. I'm like, your cheeks are way too red. They're not naturally red like that. Like you just freaking went outside with no mask on, like 30 degrees.
What? Do you even rate in degrees?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, degrees. Yeah, yeah. We have Fahrenheit, by the way. So 30 degrees Fahrenheit is like minus. I think it's like -1 or -2 Celsius. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's getting cold. It's getting down there, getting pretty cold. Where you'd have to, if you're outside, you'd have to wear like a really heavy jacket and a face mask and warm gloves and insulated boots or like boots with 2 or 3 socks on. Yeah, it's getting cold because I'm going to be going to the. Speaking of that, I'm going to be going to the Raiders game in Seattle because I'm with my brother on Sunday. It's supposed to be high of 44, which is about 4:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon to 5 p.m. So it's probably going to be like
But you
low.
bought the thing that is, you said it's a foot warmer, right?
Yeah, low. Yeah, it's gonna be low 40s though, and then it's supposed to rain 90% right now. As of now, 90% chance of rain for Sunday, and we're sitting in the open part of the seating in the stadium because it's an outdoor stadium, but the part of the sides are covered. But yeah, so I'm bringing a poncho. I'm gonna be wearing like 4 layers of
She said,
clothes.
I found out in YouTubers so many lurkers who are very envy to another YouTuber. If they get envy, they will report you on YouTube by making false gossip. I
Mhm.
think so.
But some of a lot of it's not false though.
Well, there's always a help for review in YouTube. You can always
Mhm.
get a yeah, you
No, no,
can
no.
always
If you're
get a
talking about
choice.
the report you, like they flag your channel, they go to the flag part of your about section and they flag you. That's reporting somebody. Or you click on the flag and you make up like blah blah blah. This person was bullying me, and that and then they weren't even getting bullied by that person because like I said earlier, Mike G's been reported twice. And
What can
and
they
and,
what can
and
they
YouTube
get
reviewed
about
it because the
you?
guy false claimed. The guy sent a false claim. The guy said he was doing this, and YouTube found out that Mike G wasn't even doing that. What the guy claimed, like pornography and like all this stuff or whatever on his channel, and then or like nudity and pornography or whatever it was, something like that. And then YouTube reviewed it, got back to Mike and said you did nothing wrong. It was a false claim. So yeah, I'm like, you know, people falsely report you all the time, and and YouTube has a team that reviews it. Their team that reviews like reported channels, and if they don't find anything wrong,
Mhm.
then you can keep your channel.
Mhm.
Now I
I
know it
think
was a
there is
troll
a
of
team
Mike
for
that doesn't like
reviewing
Mike for some reason.
YouTube.
He's jealous or something.
You can always give your hello Timmy Stories and Vlogs. Hello share.
Hmm.
You can always you can always have the option to lead for review.
Yeah, but they contacted Mike and go, oh yeah, you did nothing wrong both
That's what
times.
happened to me the last time, Kuya Brett. That was happened to me the last time I've been reported.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
just
but they found nothing
I
wrong.
never
So
take down any videos. I never take down any
yeah.
videos. I just get held for a
What I'm
review,
saying
and
though,
then it doesn't
YouTube
take
found nothing
24
wrong with
hours.
your channel, so you got to keep it.
Yeah,
Simple as that. Mhm.
it
You can be
doesn't reach
reported
24 hours.
every day, but if you're not doing anything wrong, then you'll never get taken down.
Mhm.
Most Canadian YouTubers are so boring. Yeah, I only watch like a couple. Canadians, but he's a Canadian YouTuber. So I don't. Is he calling himself boring? I don't know. Yeah, I
You're
don't even
calling
watch very
yourself
many
boring,
Canadians.
Lexi?
I don't. I watch mostly Filipinas, and I watch a couple Aussies, and then I pretty much or a few Aussies, and then I watch people in the U.S. Pretty much, I watch some UK people too, and some other countries, but I mostly watch like Filipinas and people from the United States.
I can say that because I am Canadian. It's true.
Yeah, he lives he lives on Vancouver Island, which is an island that's west of a little west of Vancouver, north of where I live. He probably lives about an hour, 3 hour, probably about three. Well, to get to Vancouver, it's like Vancouver,
Choose
Washington,
the
or
I don't think so. Canadians are great people.
but if they're nice, it doesn't mean
What
they're not
makes you
good.
interested in Lefty if you
You know,
call
but
yourself
here's one cheer.
boring?
It
Then
doesn't
what
matter
makes
if
you
they're.
interested? Kyle Jennerman becoming Filipino is the only successful Canadian YouTuber that I know of. Oh, Kulas! I like Kulas.
But here's one about it though: is being
Confidence
nice and
everywhere.
being boring are two separate things. I
They
know
say
people that are
that
really
I do
nice, but
respect
they would
Canadians.
not be good doing a YouTube channel. Just because you're nice doesn't mean you're going to be interesting on a YouTube channel. You know, like there's really nice people that have played NFL football, but they sucked. So being nice and being good at something doesn't always go together. You know what I mean? Because like I've seen people that are really nice people. When you see them in like an interview, like an actor, you see them in an interview, you watch their movies and you go, you're a terrible actor, but you're a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love
like
this.
Canadians are really nice people, but
Yeah, he's
a
in
lot of them
Kyle
are dull.
Jennerman. It's Kulas. I know Kulas. I like him.
Most Canadians are dull and kind of boring. No, no, I agree with
I think
I agree with
they are
FT all
nice.
around.
Thank
They're really
you
nice
for
people, but they're always not the most fun to be with. I know a Canadian is fun to be around, but um, it's one of my dad's friends. He used to be my dad's neighbor, and then they live next door to each other. And he's a really nice guy. Well, Rob's married
Maybe
to Susie.
clever. Maybe every individual has a funny side. Just that they don't need to blend in only to someone that
Hmm.
could fit their humor. Then only that can bring out the best in them. So
Hmm. Yeah, the guy I know is from Vancouver, BC. Rob's
Vancouver
his
Island
name.
too.
Yeah, it's one of my dad's like good friends. They lived next door
Yeah.
to each other for like 10 years or something. And then they both moved. Well, they moved to my dad moved to Mount Vernon, but then before that, like 2 years before that or something, is Rob and Susie are name. My dad met Rob first, but then he became friends with Susie too. He's friends with both of them. Him and my stepmom were friends with both of them. But they moved to Bow, which is a little north of Mount Vernon, Washington. Lefty might know where that is. Mount Vernon's about probably like an hour and 45 hour and 50 minutes from where he lives. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's north of Seattle, probably about an hour and 10-15 minute drive.
Mhm.
Hmm. But see, you're going off of their content though, because see, there's one thing though I noticed too with like YouTubers. I've heard people that met YouTubers. They were like, "Oh yeah, man, this guy's really cool. He's a really nice guy on his stream, and he has really fun videos." And they see him in person, and they're like, "He's not the same person in real life as he was on YouTube." That happens rarely, but it does happen. That like people that
Listen,
you meet
can I
somebody in
just
real
say
life, and you're like,
you can paste in the
he's not
content?
the same
Sorry,
as he is on
Lefty.
his videos. You know, it's just like you. It's just like meeting your hero. Like if you go, oh man, I want to my I'm big into sports. Like my favorite athlete of all time is Jerry Rice, and I go, if I met Jerry Rice and he turned out to be boring and not the person, it would be a big letdown. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people say don't meet your heroes or don't meet your like
Graham,
YouTube even
hello to me, everyone. Hello, Graham.
Graham. Don't meet your um like your YouTube You know, like you're all geeked out, or you're like, oh, I love this YouTuber, and then you meet him, and he could be a big letdown because he's
Mm-hmm.
not the person you thought he was. He's not, not as engaging or something as you thought he was going to be. You know, just like people say, don't. There's I don't remember what the saying goes, but they don't meet your like celebrity idol because you're probably going to get let down with how he is when you meet him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh,
but when most
what
people I
happened to
know
Armani?
met people and they thought they were cool. Like Deborah's met a bunch of YouTubers in the last like probably since the summer. She's met probably
You know what?
like
You know what?
7 or
Anyone
8, 9.
could be boring. It depends on the sense of humor of the
Mhm.
person you talk. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I just
no, I
connected to
mean,
you now. Let's put it around.
but Deborah met like Jeffrey and Blessed Life yesterday, and then I think it was yesterday, and then she met um
Rebel News? What is that?
David,
Rebel News?
and she met David and Chris Callie and someone else. Oh, she met Sheer Pencil too when she met Jeffrey M Vlogs.
Your pencil, the artist lefty is a good dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Dream said.
Lefty for 2.5 years or something like that. Yeah.
Good evening, Timmy. Good day, Brad Chat. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
Thomas.
Hey, Triforce. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
How are you
Lefty's
today, Thomas?
fairly close to where I live, but see, for him though, he'd have to take a ferry. If he ever met me or we met each other and he came here, you'd have to take a ferry to Vancouver and then drive down or fly
Chat.
down. You could fly down too. It'd be probably like an hour flight or 55-minute flight if you
We're
flew
all
from
doing well today. Yeah, we are
here.
well. How are you today, Thomas? How are you today?
Like 55-minute flight, I think is what it would be. I flew from Spokane to Portland and it was like 55 minutes, but that was actually a little bit longer. It's probably about 50 minutes. I flew from.
Have you been there to about
Mhm.
Canada?
Yeah, I've been to Canada once when I was 5. I went to Expo '86. They don't even have anymore.
I just try to connect Graham. How are you now? I don't give advice now in a talk show. I'm singing and drawing live. Well, we have a topic today, so what is loyalty to you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good, a little tired, just got home from work. Oh, did you grab something to eat for dinner, Thomas?
It's probably what 5 p.m. for.
Canada is going downhill, especially British Columbia. What happened
Mm-hmm.
to you know have you heard about what happened to Armani last night? Kuya
No,
Brett. Then he said, wait up. He said, I was on the side of the road, one of my wire on my truck went out and I almost went into a ditch. As I was stopping, I almost get hit from behind.
oh yeah, he has like a pickup truck that he drives. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've known that for a while. He's had that pickup truck ever since I've known him. I've known him for a little over 3 years, since September of 2019. I met him on iCourtier and Daily Stream.
Yes, Armani. Yeah, no, it was a cold yesterday. Adelaide had to get lift home and take care of
Mhm.
Rex and
Yeah,
the heck.
I guess his truck went into a ditch. He had to like get a ride home. Hmm. He's okay though. He was at the stream earlier for a little while, probably for like a half an
Yeah,
hour.
while he is on his premiere now, and he's talking about what happened to him yesterday.
Christ, loud people in my apartment complex. Hmm. You should see like, so I don't live in Seattle, but I live close enough to it that I can kind of have a say. It's happened in our whole county and like King County, where Seattle is, and a bunch of other cities, and then that's county I live in, and then Pierce County. We have a bad homeless problem in our county, especially Seattle. in like the
Right,
last
some
like few
people
years.
in the last year, and there is not enough housing
I'll give you
here.
an example. Like the last few years in Seattle, our homeless population went from like 12,000 to 40,000. And in like a few years, what they're doing is now they're saying we have to. They messed up the funding amount and over budgeted the funding they're going to use for the homeless. So now they're making. I'm trying to make us, the public,
Why
make
is
up the
it
damn
that?
difference.
Why is it that? Then Lefty, why is it that I watching the Filipino YouTuber? They are in Canada, and they say it's easy to get a house there in Canada and car as long as you got work.
Mm-hmm. But here's one thing about our homeless population too is they don't do anything with them. They just clean up the little homeless camp they're living in, and then use all that money to clean it up because they're trash and it looks bad for the city. And then most of the time the homeless just move back into that same homeless camp they just cleaned up and told them to move out of. They told, oh, we're going to clean this up. You guys have to move out, move somewhere else. They just move back in and trash it again, and they just use hundreds of thousands of dollars to clean it up because our homeless problem's getting a big deal in here. I see homeless when I drive to work. I see a lot on the off ramp when you're not supposed. It says no. They stand right by the sign that says no loitering, and they're have like a sack out or a jar or something or like asking for money with a hole in the sign.
Maybe in a small town in another province or the east coast of Canada, but not in British Columbia.
Yeah, you can get a cheap
Because if you
house.
want
Yeah,
to
he's
live
been
up
living there his whole life in
in a
Canada.
cheap house. Oh,
Maybe in a small town in another province in the east coast of Canada, but not in British Columbia. British Columbia is probably getting expensive too, because like it's starting to get expensive around here. You can't get a cheap house anymore. Compared to Seattle, it's cheaper, but not even around here. It's like about a $660,000 house. In Seattle, it's over 800,000. I think it's like 850. Because you can look up what the current housing prices sell for this year, and like and like pretty much every city you live in, they take
hello,
record of that.
hello.
I
How
miss
are you
taken,
today?
but yeah,
Yeah.
no the thing about though is like Seattle's gotten so expensive. It's almost expensive as Los Angeles. It'll be as expensive as Los Angeles probably in a few years. 800, I think it's like 850,000 is the median house price in Seattle, and that's for
Mhm.
like an average like an average size house would probably be like about a 1,700 to 2,000 square foot house, and they go for probably like 700,000 or something. I don't even know. It's just so ridiculously expensive. Again, so it's like even here, like where I live in my apartment, I'm lucky I got cheap rent. If I paid even $150 more a month, I couldn't live by myself. No way, because I'm lucky I only pay $600 for my place
My city is the most expensive city to live in the country. Hi, my
in
love
Canada.
connection
Hmm.
in
But
Canada.
the most expensive place to live in the United States is oh geez, I knew it at one time. It's in California. I can't think of it now. It's north of where like Bobby Time to Get Going lives. It's north of LA. I think it's Venice Beach. I think it's Venice V
Love
E N I
connection,
C S.
we have the topic there, and it says, "What is loyalty to you?" And this Expat Paul said, "Hi guys, hello Expat Paul. Look it up,
Mhm.
Victoria, British Columbia."
Here we go. Right here, the average sale price. This is this year. The average sale price of a home in no, this is last month. The average sale price of a home in Venice Beach was 2.33 million last month. The average price for this year, and then current housing prices go for $1.8 million average in Venice Beach,
He
the most
rents
expensive
for
place to live in the United States.
per month. Wow.
Mhm.
How do you call it? Closet.
Yeah, studio
Let's see the
apartments in
closet.
Seattle that are about pretty
Studio.
close to the same size as mine. They may be slightly nicer, but they're going for $223, $2,100, $2,300 a month.
Mhm.
for like a 475 square foot studio apartment with just a wall that divides the bed area like mine from the living room or the kitchen, and they have a little bit nicer appliances, a little bit newer because it's just a newer building, but they're still a lot like 3.5 4 times the amount of what I pay. And Seattle's a dump. I wouldn't want to live in there. Seriously, like Seattle's getting so crappy with all the homeless population and shit, and like homeless living around, and then to their mayor's a moron.
Kuya
He
Brad,
is
then
their
how's
mayor.
the security in Kuya Brad, how's the security in living in your apartment?
Pretty good. I
Is it
mean, yeah, it's pretty secure. Yeah, I mean the neighborhood's a little kind of shady sometimes, but it's the I don't fear anybody breaking in because they can't.
Expats Paul said I pay $200 a month for my condo in Bangkok. Oh,
Yeah,
so
but
you're
that's
in
also
Thailand?
because it's an Asian country and it's most of them are cheaper to live in. But then everything costs less too. But the thing also too is if you're wanting to get a job there, the jobs pay a lot less too than the United States. So it's all kind of relevant if you look at it. The average wage is probably like a third of what it is here.
And Graham said, lefty all around, I have been keeping an eye on the EA commission hearing. It is funny to hear the officials trying to pass the buck
Yeah,
onto their and point that stuff and tourists.
you should see our freaking government, man. There's gonna be stuff going down with Hunter Biden and freaking Joe Biden pretty soon because there's money dealings with companies and shit they've been doing. And like other like Hunter Biden's been doing stuff, and Joe Biden said he had nothing to do with it. He didn't know anything about it, and he lied under oath.
Mm-hmm.
He like lied in front of the public, covering up his son's doing. So they found the laptop with all the supposedly the New York Times and CBS has come out and said that they found a laptop, and from what the people are saying that found the laptop, they're saying there's incriminating evidence on there that all this stuff's happening. So, but what I think's going to have to happen is it's going to come out, and then Biden's going to have to resign to, to save his ass. And Biden's not even all there. Biden's like losing it. Biden's 80 years old. Can't remember what he says half the time. Seriously, you see him in interviews, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's our president. And the Democrats voted him in. I'm like, the guy can't even remember what he says. He has to read a teleprompter because he can't even remember half of what he says. I'm like, that's pretty sad. I'm not saying anything about politics, but that's just like our government official that we have with our president gets words mixed up and freaking can't remember stuff. Why is he even appointed our president?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kuya, that is politics, Kuya.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Politics,
very,
yeah. It's just going to be a big mess in the United States coming up.
It's
You're
very
going to see
delicate to talk on the panel, Kuya Brett.
Yeah, Joe Biden. I think so because they found out there was corrupt stuff going on in like 3 or 4 states. They found corrupt stuff going on with the election. Ballot harvesting. They found
It's a cheap foreclosure. I pay $480 here in the Philippines. Graham said. And you believe that election was really like hey, Kuya Brett, that is a politics, please, guys.
Yeah, and then they found out that the places that have the what do they call that, like the no funny stuff going on with the election with the ballots voted Trump in. The one where Democrats are screwing with the election ballots, the Democrats won in a landslide. No, not even close, because they've been doing ballot harvesting for years. The Democrats have been. They found out.
Do you think whoever will win, the country will change?
Yeah, ballot harvesting.
Timmy, welcome,
Ballot harvesting laws by state. Yep. Yeah, see, it says right here, it's in Arizona, recently upheld Arizona's election integrity laws concerning ballot harvesting out of precinct voting. That's what they're doing. A lot of them are doing out of precinct voting. They're giving people um, in some states, if you just get a driver's license, you're already registered to vote.
No, no, I am here in Malaysia. It's
No,
doomed, just like England.
yeah, they give these people that illegal immigrants they get a driver's license. In some states, they're automatically registered to vote, and then so a lot of Democrats in some of these states had a lot of illegal immigrants vote for them, or like people that aren't even U.S. citizens, because some states don't require a person to be a U.S. citizen to even vote. And then Democrats have been getting away with it for a long time. They found out. It's like that makes no sense to me. Yeah, Malaysia, are they in the World Cup? I have no idea. I know U.S. is, but U.S. plays England in their next game. Saudi Arabia beat
I don't
Argentina,
know
which
about
is
that.
a pretty darn big upset, I guess. Yeah, they keep taxing us. What's happening? Like in any country, they keep taxing you more and more. You should see it's like tax products. You should see like I know they're not good for your health, and I wouldn't do them, and I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't recommend anybody doing them. But like cigarettes, um, Graham will
I
tell
think
you
they,
they got the
I
highest
think they
tax
get eliminated. They get
on a pack of cigarettes.
eliminated.
In
Everyone
Australia,
is broke
it's
in
like
the UK.
$40.
Canada people are lining up at the food
Yeah,
banks to get food.
yeah. There's a lot of people here doing that too. That are homeless, but they're really low income and they can't afford to eat like every day or only one meal a day.
Then why is the other country able to notice the poverty in Philippines while in their own
Mhm.
country also get a lot of
Yeah, but here's one thing about
example
those is um
10 bucks for
stuff's gone
cereal
up.
now. $10 box of cereal now used to be $6 couple of years ago. Oh, the same
Yeah,
here. Yeah,
hmm
it's very
yeah,
expensive nowadays. Oh my god.
hmm just like a lot of places, the gas prices gone up, clothing, everything.
I think it's a worldwide issue about
Yeah,
that, the inflation rate.
yeah. 'Cause I've noticed it. Like food prices have gone up. Target is a shop that used to be
The
cheaper.
prices get
Even last
higher.
year, probably gone up like 20% or something in the last year. Yeah, and expect
But
free
here about
handouts. They do.
the people that are poor and lazy and expect free handouts.
Electric bill's probably gone up. I don't pay a lot for electric, but my electric bill's probably gone up $5 to $10 a month. But I'm only paying like 30 to $55 a month, and it has gone up $5 to $10. That's a good amount of that amount of money. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I know a lot of stuff's gone up. Like even like your cable, your freaking internet has gone up. My internet's gone up.
Then people don't bother to ask where is the extra $4 going? The big guys are all getting bigger.
Yeah. hmm
Exactly. And that's the
Yeah, true.
life. It is what it is.
It's happening everywhere. Yeah, but
Yeah.
hmm damn, these people are loud in my apartment complex.
Mm. A lot of
hmm
old people will die this winter. Really?
Probably because they can't afford to live. They can't afford to heat their house. Maybe I don't know. They'll get a
Maybe.
cold because they couldn't heat their house. Their house is always freezing cold. They get a cold, a bad respiratory cold, and die. That could happen. Yeah, freeze to death. Yeah, pretty much. There's that saying, "Free, I'll freeze to death."
It's happening around the world. Freeze. Oh, sorry
But
to
you
hear
don't
that.
have the problem. You don't have the problem of worrying about freezing though. Like America or Canada or most of Europe. or like
Hmm.
a lot of other countries.
Well, we wish we get the we get a cold weather as well. The weather here
Well,
is very hot.
what's cold to you though? I mean, like,
It's
what
like
do you, what do you
28, 28 degrees.
Celsius?
Yeah, 28 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's not cold. That's warm, really warm.
It's
28
really
degrees
warm.
Celsius. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is in Fahrenheit. 28 CE. That is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not even cold. That's pretty warm. Cold is like would be like
Seriously.
minus zero. When it starts getting cold, probably 2 to 3 degrees Celsius is when it starts getting really chilly,
No,
pretty
today
chilly.
it's not a nice weather. It's just a nice weather for me.
But what no, I'm saying, what do you consider cold? 28's not cold. That's 82 Fahrenheit. That's pretty darn warm.
I keep records on all of my spending. It is a habit I have had for many years because I want to know where my money is going. I can tell you the cost of living has gone up here at least 18% in 12
Yeah,
months. Wow.
I know it's gone up a lot here. Probably gone up even more here. It's like I've noticed. I go to the grocery store, buy 2 bags of
Is
groceries. It's like
Yeah, but
50 to
isn't
60
it because
bucks.
of the Kuya Brad, isn't it because of the
Buy like a
pandemic
dozen
that's going
items.
on? And then it
Mhm.
has the war that happens, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, here in the Philippines, yes, the Philippines is very expensive. And even here in Malaysia also, it's very expensive nowadays.
Mhm. But it's also like still like about a third of the cost of living to here. Still, even
Yeah.
then. But then
Because,
if you had to work in the Philippines, then you would have to make like a crappy wage, so it pretty much evens out. Because like here, my state is 14.50 an hour average. We have the highest minimum wage in the United States, I'm pretty sure. And then I make 20. I think I make like 20.60 or something like that an hour, $20 an hour. But to live in Seattle,
because
you'd have to make
kuya,
probably at
the
least
higher the
23 or
society we're
$24.
living in is the higher cost of living as well.
Mhm.
You know, your cost of living will depend on the society that you're living in.
Yeah, but our cost of living is like probably at least 3 times as high as the Philippines. So our wage we make that's more pretty much is about evens it out. Because if you guys have a cost of living that's way lower than ours, but your wage is way less, then it pretty much evens out. See what I mean? Because our cost of living is a lot more, but our wages are a lot higher too. Like these in my state, because in the United States, each state regulates their minimum wage. They can tell you if it's going to go up, go down, what the set minimum wage is going to be. So like my state, I mean, like I'm saying in Seattle, you probably have to make at least probably $23 an hour, and then
Mhm.
work at least 40 hours a week to make enough to even live in a studio apartment these days. Because
And you need
because
to pay for the taxes as well, kuya. Right.
I know people that make like $23 an hour more than I do at IKEA. They're like my team leads, and they live in Seattle. And they go, I couldn't live in Seattle without my wife or my girlfriend living with me. There's no way I could make it because they're making two incomes. They're both making probably $60, so it's like 50, 60,000 a year, and they go, I want to be able to live by myself. Because if you figure it out, if I was even working full time, making $20 an hour, I'd make probably about maybe like 30, 40,000, 45,000 a year. And if I lived in a studio apartment in Seattle, I'd probably spend at least probably around $2,000 for a studio apartment. I wouldn't be able to live in Seattle. No, here I could live on that easy if I worked full time, but I do get two incomes, so I get partial disability and I get my work income. That's how I'm able to
So
live.
Kuya Brad, that is the reason why you don't want to get married because you cannot you
That's
cannot
not the reason. The
provide for
reason why I
a
don't want to get
living.
married is no, I just don't want to be married. I just flat out don't want to get married to somebody. That's not the reason. Nope.
I thought that is the reason why you don't want to get married.
Marriage is, in my opinion, is overrated. Why do you need to get married?
Overrated.
Marriage is just a ceremony and a piece of paper. If you love somebody, it wouldn't matter if you get married or not.
Oh, okay. So are you not planning to get a wife?
No, that means I'd have to get married, right?
Is it because
To have a
of
wife?
your income? You cannot
No,
afford?
no. I just don't want to have a
Oh,
wife. Why do I have to get married to somebody? You can live with somebody without getting married. Just ask Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. They've been married for like they've been unmarried for like 35 years, and they've been living together.
that
Marriage
is the
usually
least thing you could
complicates
do.
stuff most of the time. Most marriages you
Marriage,
see, like half the
yeah,
marriages, they're perfectly fine when they're not. Most of them they're perfectly fine when they're not married. They get married and then it changes for some reason.
yeah,
Don't ask me why it does.
yeah. You will know the person after the marriage.
Yeah, the person changes after the marriage.
Yeah, we still got 10 minutes left.
They get lazy or whatever happens. They get lazy or like they change.
As for your topic, Timmy, loyalty needs honesty and honesty requires
Mhm.
trust.
Yeah.
Yes, Graham. Thank you for answering that.
You can be too loyal. Just my experience, you can be too loyal, like I was to some people when I was younger, and then they burn you, you know, and then you go, oh, I shouldn't be loyal to everybody. You got to look at the person and determine if they're worthy of being loyal to. You know what I mean? Because some people, they're you end up being loyal to them, they end up screwing you over in the end.
Pinoy lang sa Kalam TV. Thumbs up. Mega love shoutout to you, Pinoy lang sa Kalam.
I don't know how to say the
Ronnie
rest of
TV.
it.
Oh, Ronnie, it's you? Thank you for
Sakalam.
Ronnie. Sa Kalam means malakas. I've been married to a Thai woman for 15 years. Nothing has changed. Well, congratulations to you, Expat Paul.
I'm glad I'm not
Same thing
married.
with Sir Bobby.
To be the truth,
The same thing with Sir Bobby. Yeah,
I'm
good.
glad I'm not married. I'm happily single and happily not married. Just being honest. I know I'd be less happy married.
How do you know that you are not married yet?
There's a reason why I'm not married, right? There's a reason why I don't have a girlfriend. I don't want to be married or have a girlfriend right now either.
I
Yeah,
am not
Lefty's not
married
married either,
either. Like you said.
and he's been living with his girlfriend for a while. Yeah, doesn't mean if
Yeah.
you're living with somebody you have to get married. That's a lot of our society from like years ago said you had to get married. You know?
I live. Common law is that bad, Timmy. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, he lives common law. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think so, Lefty, because it's unfair. It's unfair for me.
Unfair
Common
to
law
who?
to the person who is
The
earning.
woman? Is what you're going to say?
No, it's not a woman or any because when you get married and then your property will be considered as conjugal and then you are the one who is earning and then when the relationship doesn't
So
work
it's
out
all
then
about.
you need to
It's so.
split all your properties and it's kind of
Here's
unfair.
one thing: is it about physical possessions then? Marriage?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah. See,
unfair.
so marriage to you is only about physical possessions. So who gets the house? Who doesn't? Who has joint custody of the house? Then it's just not technically all about love then, because marriage is supposed to be all about love, not about what someone gets, someone
It's
else
not
doesn't
that
get.
I'm talking to someone but I just need a companion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I mean, you can have someone that's your girlfriend and not have to get married, because if you love somebody, it shouldn't matter if you get married or not. The love should not change or get any better when you get married or get worse. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so if you're single
That
or you're
doesn't
just
mean that Kuya doesn't mean that you are married, doesn't mean that you are committed to the person already. Because the
yeah,
only thing that person will commit to you is that because he wanted to be kept or he wanted to commit with you forever. Common law in
I think
Canada
it's like a
after
certain.
6 months you are legally married in the
Mhm.
eyes of the government. She is entitled to everything if I died. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not marriage and what
But
you
if
do.
But if your marriage don't work out, then you need to separate. You need to share your properties with her.
Yeah, there's no common law marriage in Washington. Nope.
It is a marriage to you,
State
Timmy.
I
It
live
is a
in.
piece of paper to me, Gray. It is a
Yeah.
piece of paper for a woman that can take whatever her husband does have,
Mm-hmm.
that give her the legality to take
Mm-hmm.
whatever his husband has. That is a marriage for me.
Yeah, because I know how much people spend on marriages alone, just have ceremonies. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, well, it goes both ways. Well, it goes both ways to man and a woman. It is giving them the legal passage to take whatever their partner has. Common
No.
law marriage is
If they're not, here's an example. 99, or probably like 95% of the time, if a man and woman get divorced, the woman usually gets the house most of the time.
yep,
Yeah.
and it's
And
kinda
why?
unfair, right? And it's kinda
And why is
unfair.
that?
I have a daughter, so if anything happens to me, my daughter will inherit. That's good. That's good,
Yeah.
Bob.
Because she can be the next generation. Because when you die, Paul, and when your wife dies, she's gonna be around still. That's
A
good.
marriage
Yeah,
is a
'cause
legal financial contract that
you
is,
got to take
well,
care of
it
your
is
generation after you.
different things. Yes, Graham.
Yeah, marriage and love are two different things. Yeah, that's what I think. Marriage is a financial contract. That's all it is. Who gets what if
Mm.
they get divorced and oh we a lot of people that get married to go, oh, we need to have a joint checking account so we can share our money. I go, if I was like that, I'd be like, I want my own money to myself and you can have your own money.
Wait, I have just realized, Stephen, you're a preacher and you don't believe in marriage?
Yeah, because what I look at too is I go, if I'm earning the money, why should you get half of my money? If I'm earning it and you aren't, just like if she's earning money, I'm not gonna ask her for, oh, let's make a joint account, we can share our money. I'm like, no. If she wanted me to buy me something, being nice, that's different. She go, I want to buy you dinner, or like I want to buy you a gift, or I want to treat you to something, then that's different. But like sharing money is weird to me because I'm like, I earned half my money, and if you use more than half your
Oh,
share,
Brad, when you are in Philippines, your world will turn upside down because the woman will budget whatever thing inside the house, and
yeah,
you need to give her your salary, and she will
nope,
be the
I
one who
wouldn't
will
do that.
budget how
I
much
wouldn't do
how
that.
much money she will give to you.
Yeah,
That is the thing in Philippines, which
because
is
she'll she'll
that's why I said it is unfair. It is unfair for someone who is working, and for someone who is earning, and someone who has a property. That is unfair.
but it's unfair for a woman to budget and ask for all the money.
Of course, it's a one-sided thing.
Mm-hmm. Because you know what I mean. Like if like that's why I want to do a joint checking account with anybody. Because I'm like you, if because one of these times you're gonna goof up and spend more than half of your share, and then what am I gonna
And
do?
you know
Go,
what, Kuya? You know what, Kuya? That is the only thing will goes to a person who is dependent to their partner. If a woman is independent, she is earning also by herself.
yeah,
She won't ask the man that. She won't ask.
mm-hmm,
She will only she will maybe probably say, okay, let's share to whatever
mm-hmm,
is the
yeah,
that we needed to buy here inside the house. For example, the
mm-hmm,
grocery. Okay, you pay this, I pay
yeah,
this. You pay that, I pay that. You know, that's
mm-hmm.
how it should be.
But then we have these like women movement going around. That's been going around for probably 10 years or something. Like I don't need a man. Like these women that go, I don't need a man. I'm super
Me,
independent on my own and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, you don't
that's
want
me.
someone that's
I
gonna
don't
love
need a
you.
man. I, I
You don't
can
want
I
someone that's
can
gonna
I
love
can
you.
pick my own.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't want
I
someone
don't
that's gonna
need
love
man.
you.
Why?
And then because those women think that I can stand on my own feet, I can make my own money, and that's the
Yep.
reason why I would have a man in the first place. Is you know what I mean? Like, they're thinking they don't need a man anymore because they're thinking the man's only for financial. A lot of those women.
I by myself. I can provide by my own.
Yeah. But what I'm saying though is like any partner, if man or woman, is done not just for financial gain. Just like he's saying, a marriage contract is only financial.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. So
it will give a legal process for the one party to take whatever his or her partner has.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like all these woman empowerment is what it is, like movement going around.
It's not just woman, it goes both
term
ways.
for it.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes also the woman also has a property, and if she married to a man that is a jobless, also the man can take over whatever she has.
Not necessarily.
You know what I mean?
Because if
it
you
is
married
the law
someone,
in Philippines. It is the law in Philippines. Trying to mix love and money.
But if you marry someone that's close to your age, the person who owns the property could die before you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like most couples get divorced because of money issues. The statistics say most women that get divorced, or most couples get divorced, is because it has to do with money. Money can be good, but money can also be the root of evil too.
That's
Seriously,
what I
like in
said.
any situation.
If you're trying to get into a relationship, do not involve money. And if you are in the US and you're trying to go to the other country, for example, in the Philippines, you don't go buy a land and build a property in there. Go settle for the most simplest way of living.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a true woman won't ask you for something that is, the true woman that loves you won't ask you for anything. You know, they would settle for whatever you can afford to give to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a woman, in my opinion, would love you even if you're not married. She would still love you.
Yep. Or even if you don't have the property or something like.
Yeah, it should be about love, not about a piece of paper or if you own a house or not, if you own property or your personal belongings. To be
That's why even you, I tell you, Kuya, right? I say if you want to buy a thing in the Philippines, you have to go for a condo. Do not buy a land and do not build a
if you're a
house.
foreigner.
Because that is even if you marry to a Filipino woman, you are just a co-owner only. You cannot get the full ownership of the thing because you are a foreigner.
Well, you can.
And if the marriage won't work out, then you will be sorry.
From what I've heard, is you can't own. You can own a house, but you can't own the property that's on. So the house is pretty much worthless if you're a foreigner.
It's still the same thing, Kuya. It's still the same thing. You go for a condo, then the foreigner can get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't go for the house. How can you build a house without the land? If you want to build a house, how can you build
if the
without the
Filipino
land?
owns the land and you only own the house, then what happens if something happens in the relationship? She gets the land, you get the house, but you can't go there because you don't own the land.
If you want to buy a property, go for a condo. You can get it all by yourself. But if you buy a land and build a house, no, don't go that way. Don't go that far.
And plus, too, if if I was getting older, if I was like 20 years down, 25 years down the line, I don't know if I'd want to have a house with land anyways, and have to upkeep the grass and the whole ground of the land I own. I don't know if I want to upkeep it when I get older. Because there's a certain point. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, my best friend's dad is 75, and he thinks he can go like even 10 years ago, and I'm like, you need to slow down, because he's one of the people that has to be working in his yard all the time, has to be working outside. I'm like,
there's a property there in my mother's area, Kuya Brad. It's a very cheap property. Yes, I can buy if I wanted to. But then I say, why would I buy that? My mother asked me to buy that. I said, why would I buy that? I got only one son. And then later on, my son will finish his study. He will have his own life. He will take care of the thing. I am alone.
Yeah. But I mean, with your son, when you got to look at this too.
With a small house is enough for me. If you want to buy a house, then a foreigner should buy in his own country. Foreigners have no rights in the Philippines. That is the law. Yes, Graham. That's what I'm
Yeah.
telling to
I've heard that
Kuya.
from dozens of people in
If
Philly. I've
you
heard that
want,
from like
yeah, if you want to have the thing
people that live
there,
in the Philippines.
go
Yeah.
for a condo. There you can have the full ownership. But if you
Yep.
buy a
I've
land,
heard that
then
about from
you have
like
to go to
check out the Rileys, freaking POD, other ones that live in the Philippines. Yep. But the thing
yeah.
about it too is like you're talking about you don't want to get land because would your even if you bought a house with land, would your son want to inherit it after you die? And maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. You know what I mean? Because
And I tell you,
not all people.
they said that the blood is thicker than water, but if the thing is involved is a land, oh come on, there is no
I know.
family, there's no blood is
Yeah, but what
thicker
I'm
than
saying
water.
though is, just for
Yeah,
example, if you bought a house with land, and let's say you bought it, just a hypothetical, you bought it like today, let's say you bought it today, and then you passed away in like 40 years or whatever, would your son want to inherit it, want to live in that house,
I
want to
wonder
be on
why.
that land?
I wonder why people want the big lot. I wonder why want the big land when they pass away, they will only go to cremate, or they will bury in just a
Yeah, what I'm saying though is if
piece of
because what it
land.
is you only have a son, and then if you bought land and a house and you die, would he even want it? Is what I'm saying. He may not. So the house will just go to waste in some instances if none of your family want to live in it. Just like for example, my idea, my mom had an aunt die probably about I don't know 10, 11, 12 years ago. I can't remember exactly, but she had a giant house. It was like 4,500 square foot or something. It was huge, and it had 4 bedrooms, had a big downstairs, big kitchen with a big dining room. Had a basement. It was probably about I don't know 600, 700 square foot, and then her son was living in it with her. One of her sons was living with her for a good long time, probably the last like 20 years of her life. Her oldest son was living in it with her. Well, then what happened is like a couple, like probably, I don't know, he's probably been dead for 7, 8 years now, but he died like not too long after her. And then that what happened to the house? No other nephews or family members wanted it, so they had to sell it. And then it was on like an acre and a half or 2 acres. It was on an orchard. It was on a small apple orchard, and nobody wanted it. So what happened to it? They had to sell it. And it was a nice house. It was an old like 1907 or 1908 house or something like that. It was a really nice house. Had land, but nobody wanted to have to upkeep the property by mowing the yard. Nobody wanted to have to deal with the apple trees. Nobody wanted to, and it would be one or two people living in a humongous house. So they just sold it. And then a family moved in, like a family of I think 3 or 4 moved into the house and owns it now. But they cut down all the trees, which is kind of sad. But they cut down all the apple. Oh, they cut down the whole orchard. There's probably about like 30 trees or something in the orchard. They cut them all down. And I used to go there when I was a kid and like pick apples and go there and visit my mom's aunt because my mom was really close to her aunt when she became an adult. She got super close to her, because my mom's mom died
Said
when I was young.
what people want and what the law says are two different things. A man can spend all of his
I
money
said
in
Daisy. Yep.
on building a house only to find his asawa family take it legally. It is common here. Yes,
Yeah,
Graham.
that's what I've
Yeah,
heard too,
that's
Graham,
why.
from other people.
That's why. That's why
But
to
I
all
never lived in the
foreigners
Philippines.
who is planning to go to the Philippines now and
Heard
try
the
to
same
have
thing from
to
other
want to
female
marry to the Filipino
Americans get married to
woman.
Filipinos
You
for
must
babies.
think twice. You must think twice, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but see now, here's one
You
thing
must
though.
think twice.
I'll give you an example. Like a foreigner can't own land in your country, but if Filipina comes here and becomes a U.S. citizen, she can own land any size she
Yeah.
wants, own a house on it, to be all hers. Just like another, probably just like in Australia too, for example. Oh, you got it
You
already.
must think
You got it
twice.
already.
If you're a
I have so
foreigner,
many
you
tabs.
want to go You want to go to the Philippines? You want to live in the Philippines? Come on.
Yeah.
You have to think twice.
Yeah, if I was wanting to buy something in the Philippines, I'd buy just a condo, like not a big one either, like maybe a 700, 800 square foot one bedroom condo.
Yeah, go for a condo. Do not buy land and build
Just
a
like if,
house. You're
just
fooling
like I'll give you an
yourself.
example. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to pay the payments, but when my mom passes away, whenever that's going to be, could be 20. She'll probably live to at least 80, which will be another 10 years. I'll get.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's
And
going to inherit her
favorite.
condo. I'm going to inherit her
Favorite.
condo.
Favorite. I'm
Yes.
sorry to say, but we need to end
Yeah.
already, Kuya. I
But
need
I'll
to
just let you
sleep.
know, I'm going to inherit my mom's condo. So I'm going to be getting a condo at one point in my life. A 700 square foot
Wow.
condo. But the thing though is my mom will probably not be able to pay it off by then. So I don't know if we'll be able to afford the payment, because the payment will be like $1,000, I think it is, plus like a 400 and some dollar condo association fee. So I don't know if I'll be able to afford it after that, because I'll be working probably the same job and be getting Social Security still. So I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but that's down the road.
Laters, everyone. Graham says, yeah, okay, Graham.
And I
Kuya,
got
we
to get
need to
ready to get
end.
going and here in
Good
like
night,
probably 30
Graham.
minutes, anyways, like 30 minutes, to 30
Yeah,
minutes
morning. And
or an
I
hour.
got work tomorrow, Kuya. I need to wake up early.
Yeah. Bye, Graham. Bye, Sis Hazy. Bye,
Okay. Thank you,
6696
Graham.
Biz. Thanks for trolling us.
Yeah. Thank you, Expert Paul. Thank you, Lefty. Thank you, Seven, and
Bye,
all the
bye,
others
Lefty.
here.
Bye,
Just
everyone
now,
else.
Thomas, thank
Bye,
you so
bye,
much.
bye, Sis Timmy. You're a wonderful
Good
person.
night,
Glad to have you as
Kuya.
a sister. Yeah. Love you
Thank you for
always,
joining
sis.
me, Kuya. Yeah,
But I'm
bye.
out, everybody. Bye. And Timmy needs to do some work, but it's late for her. It's like
Yep,
12 in the morning, I think.
it's
Oh,
1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, right. Because we changed times.
Yeah,
So you're 1 hour
I didn't
1 hour
notice
ahead
the
of
time.
us more. So bye,
Yeah,
sis Timmy. Because I gotta go to
bye,
my
Kuya.
brother's, because I go to my
Morning,
brother's do
boy. Thank you so
laundry,
much.
and then I'm gonna be sleeping over at his house because I gotta get up in the morning. We're driving to Portland, Oregon, with my mom, which is
Okay,
about a
okay.
3 hour drive.
Did you
I'm going
hug
there for
me?
Thanksgiving. Yeah, going with
You
my
never
mom to
did it,
my
Kuya.
mom to Thanksgiving. Yeah, so I'll have fun, and then I won't be on YouTube much on Thursday. When I get home in the evening, though, so 'cause we have to go down and drive back in the same day, which is kind of a pain, but we're doing it. And then I'm driving back with just my brother, because my mom, just really fast. My mom's flying out to Hawaii from Portland on Saturday, and then and then
Oh,
and then my mom, my best friend's mom and dad, which are good friends with my mom and dad and my mom. So they're driving up from Eugene, Oregon, going to Portland, and they're meeting my mom there, and they're both flying out on the same flight to go to Maui, because my best friend's mom and dad have a timeshare condo in Maui, and then my mom's staying there for I think a week in Maui. So it's gonna be like around 80 degrees. It's gonna be like 80, low 80s, because just like the Hapter said like a few days ago, it was 81 degrees in Hawaii right now. So it's
oh,
like warm. It's about the same climate as the Philippines, but a little less humidity. Probably like 10, 15, 20% less humidity, but it's about the same weather right now as the Philippines, like around 80 degrees. So it's like
mm,
perfect weather to go. You either want to go, like, if anybody goes to Hawaii, you want to go from like about now until like April, and that's the best time, because it's usually around like 80 degrees. Like upper
you're
70s,
planning
low
to
80s.
go in Hawaii? Are you
Yeah.
planning to go there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Thank you, Armani.
hmm But I'm gonna let you
Bye.
go. So bye, everybody. I'm out.
Bye, Kuya.
Yeah.
See you. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Armani. Thank you, everybody in the chat. See you around. I gotta end.